Join us every Sunday, part of the pregame show from the On Deck Circle. This week in the minor leagues with Pete Weber. Now we can get back to Iowa Cubs baseball on the cool side again today. Cloudy skies, 56 degrees, north wind at 14 miles per hour. Humidity is 59%. And the Iowa Cubs take on the Salt Lake Bees, again, one of the better teams in the league. They lead the Pacific Conference Northern Division at 22 wins, 13 losses. We're back at Principal Park. This is Dean Ellis with Nate Toit. Salt Lake, in fact, today they have the best record in the league. And the thing is, Nate, they've not really had any long winning streaks, but nor have they had any losing streaks, just a very consistent team.
No, the longest losing streak they've had is 3 games, and prior to that was 2 games. And so this is a pretty consistent ball club, and anytime the longest losing streak is 3 games, it means you have starting pitching that's stepping up and kind of taking the bull by the horns, per se, and going out there and getting the job done. So a very consistent team, a very patient team, and yet at the same time a very young team. So, they're a pleasant surprise to the PCL so far this year, and they got another guy on the hill today that's going to give them a chance to win, but Jerome Williams will be going for the Iowa Cubs. Should be a good matchup.
Yeah, we'll have more on those pitching matchups in just a moment, but for now we say thanks for joining us for today's edition of the On Deck Circle pregame show. Do stay tuned. Nate will have the starting lineups, the Millstream matchup, and we'll have the national anthem, and then all the play-by-play, the Cubs and the Bees, up around the bend on Des Moines Sports Station, 1460 AM, KXNO.
You've been listening to the On Deck Circle pregame show. Join us before every Iowa Cubs game for the On Deck Circle pregame show. Now, stay tuned for all the exciting play-by-play of AAA baseball with the Iowa Cubs.
Looking for a hot deal on a cool apartment? Call Signature Place at 515-226-2100. With unique floor plans and superb amenities, Signature Place is luxury you can afford. With customer service beyond compare, why buy a house when you can live carefree without all the hassles? You're minutes from Jordan Creek, from great restaurants, exciting nightlife, and the new Wells Fargo complex. Signature Place welcomes most breeds of dogs. Ask about current specials at 515-226-2100. Signature Place and the Iowa Cubs. What a team.
Healthcare for your child. You want only the best. The Children's Health Center at Blank Children's Hospital has your child covered through all ages and stages, from newborn to teen. Whether it's well-child visits and immunizations to diagnosing and treating injuries and illness, the Blank Children's Health Center has the most complete healthcare services for your child, provided with the warmth and caring you'd expect. Call the Blank Children's Health Center to schedule an appointment. 515-241-KIDS.
KXNO.
A Clear Channel station.
Another great hour of X's and O's and so much more on 1460 KXNO Des Moines. Iowa Cubs baseball is on the air. Des Moines Sports Station 1460 KXNO presents AAA baseball featuring the Iowa Cubs. Today's game is brought to you by Wells Fargo, the next stage in banking. Atlanta Coca-Cola Bottling. Coke is the official soft drink of the Iowa Cubs. By your Des Moines Metro Ford dealers, Dewey Ford, Charles Gabus Ford, Stivers Ford, Quality Ford, and Noble Ford. By Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Iowa Cubs baseball is also sponsored by Post Cereal, U.S. Cellular, American TV Furniture and Appliance, Blank Children's Hospital, Mediacom, Musco Lighting, and by Coventry Healthcare of Iowa, G Galaxy, the Iowa Lottery, Signature Place Apartments, and PPH. It's time for relief. Now, let's head to the ballpark and Iowa Cubs baseball with Dean Ellis.
Happy Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14th, 2006, and no wedding bell blues for Casey McGee. He will be wed after the game today up in the Cub Club area here at Principal Park. With Nate Toit, this is Dean Ellis, and welcome to Iowa Cubs baseball against the Salt Lake Bees. And, in fact, Casey has the lineup card at home plate, exchanging the lineup cards with the umpires, also Brian Harper, manager for Salt Lake. And Casey, again, the wedding after the ball game, and he's not on the lineup. That's what's interesting. But Mike Guadi saying, I don't want the guy getting hurt if he plays.
Well, a good point there. And he asked Casey McGee what he thought about before the game. And, of course, now that Casey will be on that bench throughout the game today, he'll have plenty of time to sit there and think about how his life is going to change here in about the next 3 hours. And so Casey on the bench, but he's excited about it. He's pumped up, and some of the teammates looking forward to it as well. Mark Watson bringing the suits to the ballpark today, so he's all ready to go. And hopefully we can play a quick one for Casey and get him married off after the game.
Now let's get to our Millstream matchup. Pitching so important day by day here in baseball. Millstream Brewing, Iowa's oldest microbrewery, the featured microbrewer of Principal Park. Come on down for a ball game today. Grab a Millstream Shield Brew Amber.
Our pitching matchup today is going to be right-handed pitcher Casey Ohlenberger for the Salt Lake Bees, and he'll be going against Jerome Williams for the Iowa Cubs. And Ohlenberger has been pretty solid so far this year. He is 2-0 with a 2.91 ERA. He'll be making his fifth start, 21 2/3 innings, only 17 hits allowed, 7 earned runs. Allowed only 1 home run, and opponents are only hitting .218 against Ohlenberger. He's been stellar so far in May, 2-0 with a .82 in 2 starts in May. And he'll be going against Jerome Williams. Williams making his 4th start, 0-2 with a 5 ERA, 18 innings pitched for Jerome. 19 hits, 10 runs, all earned. The long ball has been his nemesis this year. He's allowed 5 home runs in 18 innings, and opponents are hitting .279 against Jerome.
That's our Millstream matchup, and right now our national anthem. Manager for Salt Lake, Mike Quaddy, skipper for the Iowa Cubs. We mentioned those lineup cards, and let's get to our starting lineups. Here's Nate Toy.
For Salt Lake Bees today, leading off and playing shortstop is Eric Ibar. Batting second, playing center field, number 7, Reggie Willett. Hitting third and playing right field, number 22, Nick Gorneau. Cleaning up today and playing first base, number 17, Henry Morales. Hitting fifth and doing the catching today, number 21 is Jeff Mathis. Batting sixth and playing left field, Curtis Pride. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 25, Adam Popkovich. Batting eighth and DHing, number 6, Ryan Buddy. And hitting ninth and playing second base, number 13, Casey Smith. Pitching today for Salt Lake is right-handed pitcher, number 37, Casey Ohlenberger. For the Iowa Cubs, leading off and playing right field, number 20, Felix P.A. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 5, Augie Ojeda. Playing center field today and batting third, number 17, Buck Coates. Batting cleanup and playing left field is Michael Restovich. Hitting fifth and playing third base, number 41, Jeff Deerdorf. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 14, Mike Fontenot. Playing first base and batting seventh, number 33, Brandon Singh. DHing today and batting eighth, number 25, Matt Padgett. Doing the catching and batting ninth is Casey Kapitsky. And on the hill for the Iowa Cubs today, right-handed pitcher, number 40, Jerome Williams.
We mentioned the cloudy skies, 56 degrees. The wind a factor again, blowing from left to right field at 14, maybe gusting up to 20. Looks like it's picked up a bit. Again, left to right field here at Principal Park, and 59% is the humidity. A cool day. Jerome Williams, though, like the pictures the last couple of nights. Raul Valdez last night and Kerry Wood 2 nights ago, disdaining that long sleeve undershirt, just the regular blue top for the Iowa Cub right-hander. Blue cap, the white bottom for the Cubs. Salt Lake with the road gray uniforms, the numbers in black with a yellow trim, the Salt Lake Bees. We have the replacement umpires, first base, third base behind the plate. And that home plate umpire says play ball. And Eric Ibar will step in, a switch hitter, one of many switch hitters for the Salt Lake team. In fact, they call up a player from Cedar Rapids today because they've got a couple of minor aches for infielders. So they call up Infante, and he's a switch hitter. Strike one, load away from Jerome Williams to Eric Ibar. Salt Lake winning last night 8-2. Ibar had a good game, 1 for 3, a home run, batting right-handed. Swing and a miss. There goes the bat. Flying right over the head of a fan up in the walkway in back of the box seat. And that's strike 2 on Ibar. So that will get the fans watching the action.
Very fortunate for the fan that it didn't take her head off. That bat flying out of the hands of Eric Ibar right there, goes right on the concourse level in between the two sections here at Principal Park.
Bat speed has a new definition after that one. Boy, that thing was flying. Strike 2 on Ibar, and he will, I guess, get a new bat. And also, well, didn't get to pine tar, but he worked on that new bat.
Using that Manny Moto stick down there.
So 2 quick strikes. And Jerome Williams ready to work. Ibar back in an open stance. He bends the knees a bit. Target is inside by catcher Kapitke. Pitch over the plate, ground ball first base, and it's gloved by Brandon Singh. Good play to his left, to the bag for the unassisted out. Looked like Jerome maybe made a mistake in location, but got the ground out. Ibar grounds out, and that's how festivities begin today here at Principal Park, with Casey Kapitke catching Jerome Williams. The double play combination, Augie Ojeda at short. Second baseman Mike Fontenot also up the middle defensively. Buck Coates in center. The rest of the defense has Michael Restovich in left, Felix P.A. in right, Jeff Deerdorf at third, Brandon Singh at first base. Bunt at third base side, a beauty of a bunt by Willits. Casey, no chance. He picked it up, the catcher, and a wise decision not throwing to first base. Willits has a bunt hit. So 1 out, 1 on. A beauty of a bunt by another switch hitter for Salt Lake.
Well, perfect placement right there by Reggie Willits, and a nice job of disguising that bunt on the last second. Did just hit it right off the end of the bat, deadened it very nice, and about 10 feet out on the third baseline, and perfect placement for Reggie Willits, who does have good speed, so no play for Casey Kapitke on that.
Salt Lake, they'll do some running, although they have not been real successful when it comes to percentage and stealing bases. Jim Eppard, their hitting coach, is coaching first base, and the manager, Brian Harper, over at third. With Nate Toit, this is Dean Ellis. We invite you to settle into that easy chair. Enjoy some iCubs action today from Principal Park against the Salt Lake Bees. Jerome Williams, a pickoff attempt, and Willits back in time. Willits does have 9 stolen bases. They have 44 stolen bases, so a very high total, but they've been caught 27 times. So they've attempted 71 steals, successful 44% of the time. 1 out, 1 on. Although Willits is 9 out of 12, he's successful every 3 out of 4 attempts. Eric Ibar, the man that led off, has a dozen steals, but he's been caught 7 times. He is tied for the league lead in stolen bases with Jermaine Clark of Nashville. Strike, blowing in to Nick Gorno. Gorno, right-handed batter, was 0 for 4 last night with a run scored. He and Adam Pavkovich were the only Salt Lake Bees that did not have a hit in their 8-2 win. They had 11 hits in the ball game last night. Casey Smith batting ninth, had 3 hits, 2 doubles, 3 RBI, and they hit 3 home runs. The Cubs hit 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 on Gorno with the cleanup hitter, Kendry Morales, on deck. He ignited the offense last night with a first-inning 2-run home run. Jerome Williams from the stretch, the 6'3" right-hander. You've heard that name for many years now, it seems, at the big league level, Jerome Williams, but he's only 24 years of age. The pause and the 0-2 pitch. Runner takes off. Good jump and a hit and run pop-up right side. Brandon Singh with his back to home plate goes after it. And he runs out of room right near that tarp. Count remains 0-2. Brandon chasing that pop foul. 0-2 on Gorno, and back to first base is Willits. Now the Cubs, let's get the pitch out. The man runs at 0-2. You pitch out here, Nate, or doesn't matter?
Yeah, it's early in the game to pitch out, but right there with Willits running on the play. Jerome Williams does have a pretty good pickoff move to first base. Casey Kapinski with a good arm as well, so Jerome ahead 0-2. You might see a pitch on this situation.
Target outside, runner not going, and the pitch over the plate, line to right, a mistaken location again, and he singled in right field, pushing Willits down to second base. It was an 0-2 pitch. Casey was set up outside. The pitch came either right down the middle or on the inside part of the plate, and Gorno stroked it to right field for the single. First and second, one out for Kendry Morales.
Well, Salt Lake out hit the Iowa Cubs last night 11-5, and then already early in this contest they had 2 hits in the first inning, so it's going to be up to Jerome Williams to try to figure out this lineup and try to keep these Salt Lake hitters off balance as much as possible. And usually you do that mixing in the off-speed pitches and some fastball counts and pitching inside.
From the stretch, the right-hander facing Kendry Morales, a switch hitter, so he bats left-handed, and he fouled it out of play left side. Boy, Jerome, everything has been a strike. He has thrown a total of 9 pitches and 9 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. It's early, but if you're Salt Lake and you see that, you can go up there with an aggressive attitude. Jerome is 0-2. Does have an extra day of rest from his last start on Monday, losing in Memphis 7-4. Gave up 3 home runs in that game. They play Morales to pull, and the pitch is blown away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Morales, the home run last night, was 2 for 5 in the game, hitting .269, 4 home runs, and 19 runs batted in. Switch hitter, batting left-handed, feet very close together. Don't see that a lot. Runners take off, a double steal. Kapinski's throw is off the glove of third baseman Deerdorf, a short hop throw, and he knocked it down, and it's a double steal on ball 2 to Morales.
Well, Salt Lake is an aggressive base running team, and we just saw a double steal right there. And both Salt Lake runners guessing right on that pitch by Jerome Williams. It was an off-speed pitch, a changeup down and away to the left-handed hitter, and Jerome taking his time out there on the mound with a high leg kick, so the runners did get a good jump off of Williams in that situation.
Second and third, 1 out, no chance for the double play and a ground ball right now, and top of the first, and Salt Lake is threatening the infield back. Ground ball would bring in the game's first run. Pitch is fine inside for ball 3. First base is open. A right-handed hitter on deck. That's the good news. The bad news is he hit a home run last night. Jeff Mathis. Wind blowing left to right field. The outfield playing Morales to pull. Again, Felix P.A. in right today, and Buck Coates in center. 3-1 pitch from the stretch, and a line drive softly hit into center field, a base hit. This will score Willits. Buck Coates up with the ball, but no play on Gorno. He's right behind Willits, and it's a 2-0 start for the Salt Lake Bees, just like last night.
Well, Salt Lake struck first last night, scoring 2 in the top of the first inning, and then here today with 3 consecutive base hits, and Willits getting it going, laying the bunt down the third baseline, and Gorno following that up with a softly hit ball to right field, and Morales right there with a jam job, but the ball was up, and he was able to fist it over Fontenot's head into center field. So Salt Lake doing it with small ball, stealing some bases, and then getting a timely hit to take the lead 2-0, top of the first inning.
3 straight singles and mix in a double steal, so that 2-0 start, and now Jeff Mathis. Mathis, the home run, is only hit last night. Target is inside, and the pitch is too far inside. Moved him off the plate, ball 1. Mathis 1 for 5 last night. For the season, he's batting .333, but only his 10th game with Salt Lake. He had been with the Angels up until 10 or 11 days ago, and was only 4 for 39 in the American League. The pause, the pitch. Inside pitch, ground ball to third, backhanded by Deerdorf near the line. He plants, he throws to second for the out. And that's all they get. Deerdorf to Fontenot, force out at second base on Morales for the second out. And Mathis is safe on a fielder's choice. Again, Casey McGee given the day off. He will be married after the game. 2-0 Salt Lake ahead. And the batter, Curtis Pride. Curtis had a nice game last night. 2 for 3, scored twice. He's hitting .294 with a home run, 10 runs batted in. Has a good eye at the plate. His on-base percentage is .410. They play him to pull in the infield, straight away in the outfield. And the pitch is low, ball 1. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher in the top of the first. Jerome Williams, we mentioned his last game Monday at Memphis, losing 7-4. The team is 0-3 when he starts. His record is 0-2. And he has struggled in the first innings of his games this year with Iowa. With Chicago, he was 0-2 in 5 games, had a 7.30 National League ERA. Does not throw as hard as he did before the surgery, so he does need that pinpoint control to be effective. And again, he gave up an 0-2 base hit to Gorno this inning. Strike near the inside corner on Curtis Pride. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs in. Mathis at first base. Mathis is a pretty good athlete. Let's see if he's stolen the base yet. He is not. Brandon Singh holding him on. Jerome Williams from the stretch. 2-0. The Bees ahead in the top of the first right here at Principal Park. Curtis, the left-handed hitter, as Jerome Williams, that pickoff attempt at first base, and Mathis back safely standing.
Well, you mentioned Jerome throwing a lot of strikes so far already today, Dino, and he's been working both sides of the plate and getting his off-speed across, but it's those quality strikes that you want out of your starting pitching, not so much the quantity of strikes thrown, but the quality of them.
Saunders did that last night for Salt Lake. Just a bit outside, a 2-seam fastball missing for ball 2, 2-1. So if manager Harper were going to put the steal sign on for Mathis, it might be right here. He does go through a series of signals, coaching third base for the Angels affiliate. Brian Harper, I think he played something like 12 years in the big leagues, a very good big league catcher. The stretch of the pitch by Jerome. Mathis not running, and that pitch in the same spot, missing outside for ball 3, and 3-1 the count. 2 out, 2 runs in. Tapkovich, by the way, is on deck. 3-1 on Curtis Pride. Small turnout today on a chilly day here at Principal Park. The stretch by Jerome Williams, the pitch at 3-1, and the same spot again. Outside, he walked him, looked like a changeup away. And Salt Lake has 2 men on, 2 out. And Alan Dunn, the pitching coach for Iowa, will jog out to the mound as catcher Casey Kopitsky beat him out there. And now Adam Tapkovich. Tapkovich 0 for 3 with a run scored last night. Salt Lake again winning last night 8-2. They do lead the league in runs scored. Number 2 in home runs, number 2 in stolen bases. They're tied for second in pitching, so very good all-around ball club, the Salt Lake Bees. And as Nate told you on the pregame show, they've lost about 7 guys to the big leagues, only had, I think, 1 or 2 come back. They've got the number 7 hitter in the league today, Tommy Murphy, with a .352 batting average, but he's not here. He's up in the big league. So even losing players to the LA Angels, Salt Lake continues to thrive, and a very good team on the road. They are 12-9 on the road this season, dominating at home at Franklin Covey Field at 10-4. Salt Lake Bees, early in the season, looks like they have the potential to be a contender for the PCL championship, but who knows by August. Here's a line drive on 1 hop now to the shortstop. Fielding is Augie Ojeda, flipped to second to Mike Fontenot. So Alan Dunn went out there, had some words for Jerome Williams. It paid off. Tapkovich with a ground out. Augie to Fontenot, and that out at second base ends the inning. Salt Lake a good start. 2 runs, 3 hits. They left 2 after 1/2 inning. Salt Lake 2, Iowa coming to bat. And this is Iowa Cubs baseball on KXNO.
For a refreshing change from the ordinary hotel, make your next stay in Des Moines the most enjoyable ever. Stay at the Wildwood Lodge, located just off the University exit of I-8035. The Wildwood Lodge is now offering a special Iowa Cubs package for 2 or 4 fans. The package includes hats, tickets to the game, concession dollars, and lodging, starting at only $129. Only 15 minutes from Principal Park. The Wildwood Lodge. Call 1-800-728-1223 or go to wildwoodlodge.com.
When it comes to a winning strategy in baseball, teams need a combination of abilities: solid hitting, smart base running, consistent fielding, and of course, great pitching. This same balanced approach is part of the Mediacom strategy too, with all of the products you need to maximize your home entertainment game. Digital cable, video on demand, high-speed internet, and digital video recording, allowing you to pause live programming, rewind, and watch again, or even record a different program from the one you're watching. If you're looking for a winning combination, make the play to Mediacom.
Hey Cub fans, another exciting season of Iowa Cubs baseball under the lights is made possible by Iowa's own Musco Lighting. Musco Lighting is a world-class leader in sports lighting. Musco specializes in permanent and temporary lighting services, including major and minor league baseball stadiums across the country. Musco Lighting also makes sports lighting happen around the world, from NASCAR super speedways to Olympic Games to hometown Little League fields. Supporting the Iowa Cubs, Musco Lighting, a world-class leader in sports lighting.
1460 KXNO.
Back here at Principal Park, it's Iowa Cubs baseball. Nate Hoyt alongside Dean Ellis. And it's the big 6'4", 240-pound right-hander for Salt Lake getting ready to begin the bottom of the first inning. Casey Ohlenberger. Ohlenberger 2-0 with a 2.91 ERA, making his fifth start for Salt Lake. Ohlenberger, not really a hard thrower. He can run it up there around 90 miles an hour, but a nice changeup and then a pretty good breaking ball that does have some bite depth to it. So should be another good contest here between these two pitchers going at it. Jerome Williams with some big league experience, and then the young Casey Ohlenberger on the hill today for Salt Lake.
Felix PA leads off. Interesting note on Ohlenberger. Against left-handed hitters, he has 22 ground ball outs and 9 fly ball outs. So if he's effective, the Cubs might be hitting the ball on the ground, those left-handed batters in particular, against the big right-hander, and he fires in a strike on the outside corner to Felix PA. Felix attempting to be more patient as of late, working with Bon Joshua, the Iowa hitting coach, and Dave Keller's in town, the roving instructor for the Chicago Cubs. There's ball 1-1-1. Olander, compact delivery back to the dish, and a swing and a miss. That offering blown away. Nice location, 86 miles per hour for strike two on Felix, who was 1 for 3 last night. He had a double. His batting average, 277. 3 home runs, 24 batted in, 15 extra base hits. 15 out of 38 hits. Fouled back to the screen. Count remains a ball, 2 strikes with Augie Ojeda on deck, and then Buck Coates. 2-0 Salt Lake ahead. Casey Ohlenberger in his 8th game, his 5th start. Pitch is high for a ball. Casey at 2.91 ERA, 6 walks, 12 strikeouts, and 21 and a fraction. The league batting only .218 against him. It's very good. This is outside. And now it's a full count. 3-2 on Felix PA.
And Casey started this season as a reliever, and about halfway through the season so far here, he's now become a starter, much better as a starter. 6.43 ERA as a reliever, a 1.23 as a starter.
High fly ball right center field. Gorno is there, and he tucks it away for out number 1. Felix PA flies out to his opposite number. Gorno in right field. Reggie Willits in center. Curtis Pride in left. Round the infield, Adam Tapkovich, he plays third. Eric Ibar at short. Casey Smith at second. Kendry Morales at first base. Jeff Mathis behind the plate. Olander, trying to think of the movie Zoolander. What was his first name? Is it Derek?
Derek Zoolander.
Derek Zoolander. Strike, blown away. Augie Ojeda. Augie 0 for 4 last night. For the season, he's batting .269. No home runs. 6 runs batted in. He brings in third baseman Tapkovich. Just a bit outside, ball 1-1-1. Now, when that movie came out, I understand you got pretty enthusiastic about being a male model at some point in your career, but of course you were still playing baseball at that time, Nate, so you put that in the back burner.
Yeah, I was preoccupied with baseball and, ran into a couple modeling people. They said I was too tall. So, my hopes and dreams disappeared in a hurry with that, Dino.
There's ball 2-1. You say, just bring in a tall photographer and we'll be okay. 1 out, nobody on base. Foul back to the screen, strike 2. 2-2 the count. Now, if you had to choose between watching Zoolander and dodgeball. You only have that 2-hour window to kill some time. Which DVD would you grab?
Ooh. How about Meet the Fockers?
No, you left that one at your cousin's house. That's outside ball 3, full count. Back-to-back full counts here from Olander. Buckcoats on deck, 2-0. Salt Lake ahead. I think I might go with Zoolander.
Yeah.
Blown away. Boy, his ball seems to be moving quite a bit. The catcher, Mathis, is having a rough time corralling the pitches of Olander, and there's ball 4 sending Augie down to first base.
Well, Olenberger does have a very good changeup. That's his second best pitch. His breaking ball is his worst pitch of the 3, and that's what he was throwing right there to Augie Ojeda. So Olenberger does have good action on that changeup. I believe that's the one that's breaking down and away from these left-handed hitters. And you're right, absolutely right. Jeff Mathis struggling in receiving those changeups from Olenberger.
Buckcoats batting .323, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Outside, ball 1. I think we should call him Olander.
Olander.
Casey Olenberger, the Casey with a K. That's good for being a pitcher. Casey with a K. 1 out, 1 on. Ojeda's at first base. 2-0. Salt Lake ahead. And this pitch is locked to the left field. Curtis Pride back a couple of steps, and he gathers it in for the out. Buckcoats flies out to left. 2 out, 1 on. 2-0 Salt Lake. And the batter will be Michael Restovich. Michael Restovich hitting .339, 3 home runs, and 12 runs batted in. Salt Lake, that 2-0 lead. Jeff Lance, we had a question. We needed your expertise earlier this morning as Augie takes a big lead. And the pitch is strike throw to first by Mathis, and the runner back in time. Is Kerry Wood autographed baseball worth more than an Ernie Banks autographed baseball? Any idea?
I would say Ernie Banks is probably now worth more. Kerry, back when he was not injured all the time, may have been worth a little bit more, but I'd say Ernie Banks is probably worth a little more now.
Breaking ball missed away, ball 1. 1-1 on Michael Restovich. That was just some chatter we had up here in the radio booth before the game. 2 out, 1 on. Ojeda's at first base. Olenberger with the pitch and a fastball to strike. 1-2 on Michael Restovich. 2-0 Salt Lake ahead.
It's funny, we were just chatting next door, Dean, about how many times you're going to call Olenberger Olander today.
Like I said, I like that. It sounds better than Olenberger. So I'm going to go with that, I think. It's his nickname.
You got it mixed up with Zoolander.
Yep. Zoolander's got me all going. Lucky I don't remember the names of the characters in Dodgeball.
Dino dipped into the hot tea a little early prior to the game today, so we'll give him a break.
And that was with my fingers. Runner takes off, and the pitch by Olenberger is outside. So you talk about stealing the base of the pitcher. That was it right there.
Well, Augie guessing on Olenberger right there, and Olenberger, a big guy, didn't really pay that much attention to Augie, and Augie had about 3 or 4 steps before Olenberger even went into his windup there. So Augie's still second, standing up.
2-0 Salt Lake ahead. Olenberger, the stretch and the pitch. Line inside, ball 3, full count. So Jeff Nate never did make up his mind about Zoolander or Dodgeball.
I think I'm going to have to go with Dodgeball just for the Vince Vaughn.
I've never seen Zoolander. I'm going to have to get that on Netflix. Matt Norby says it's hilarious, and I like Dodgeball, so if they're anything similar, I'm sure it's pretty funny.
Strike 3 the call. Michael Restovich ready to flip the bat back, but again, that nice changeup low and in for strike 3 to win the inning. So a good start for Olenberger, as we'll probably drop the conversation on Zoolander after 1 inning. No runs, no hits, a man left after 1. Salt Lake 2, the Cubs nothing on KXNO.
Hi, I'm Papa John, and when I say better ingredients, better pizza, I'm not talking about a little better. I'm talking about a lot better. Let's talk about our pizza sauce. It's made from fresh, fine-ripened tomatoes, not from concentrate. And when it comes to ingredients, we select from the world's best. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. A lot better.
Call your neighborhood Papa John's today and ask for the Home Run Special, a large, thin, or original crust pizza with up to 3 toppings for $10.99. Just $10.99.
You can't dazzle her with your brilliance. You'll definitely do it with diamonds from Morrissey's. We're the finger, ear, and throat specialists. I'm Vince Morrissey from Morrissey Fine Jewelry, reminding you that diamonds really do shine brighter at Morrissey's. Morrissey Fine Jewelry, 235 5th Street in Valley Junction.
It's diamonds shine brighter at Morrissey's. Morrissey Fine Jewelry.
HDTV. It's what my kids want. It's what my neighbors want. It's what my wife... Well, it's what almost everyone wants. Why? Because HD is unbelievable. And at American, you'll find HD TVs for under $1,000. Get a 30-inch Toshiba widescreen, $499. Get a 27-inch HD-ready LCD, $599. Get a 32-inch HD-ready LCD, only $899. Plus, many HD TVs include 0% interest for 18 months. At American.
1460 KXNO.
Ryan Buddy will lead off the second with Nate Toit, Dean Ellis here at Principal Park. Derek Zoolander, our studio engineer today, being trained by Steve Young. That modeling did not work out for Derek. But a bright and promising future as a producer-engineer. Strike one, lone inside on Jeff Beardorf. He's homered in back-to-back games. Or I take that back. It's Buddy. Ball mixed up today, Nate. Man, thinking too much about Mother's Day. 1 ball, 1 strike on the DH, Buddy.
Must be the wedding and the Mother's Day, and then you mix in the Zoolander and the dodgeball.
I think I should be sitting on the bench next to Casey talking about the wedding. Fly ball right center field. The wind takes it in the vicinity, patrolled by Felix Pierre, and he clutches that one for the out. Buddy flies out, and that's how we begin the second. Salt Lake ahead. 2-0. The Cubs in the bottom of the inning will send up Beardorf, Fontenot, and Singh. Thanks for joining us. Bearing with us today. Windy weather here at Principal Park.
It's our Mother's Day movie spectacular here on KXNO for Iowa Cubs baseball.
I think Derek Zoolander's mom was proud of him as a male model.
She had to be.
Inside pitch for ball 1. Casey Smith had a very good game last night. 3 for 4, 3 RBI, a couple of doubles. His batting average up to 289. Here's a one-hop ground ball in the hole. Left side backhanded by Augie Ojeda. Shortstop throw to Brandon Singh for the out. So 2 up and 2 down in the second. Salt Lake a 2-0 lead. And the batter will be Eric Ibar. Ibar 0 for 1.
Well, pretty good defensive positioning there by the Iowa Cubs defense. And Beardorf going to his left on the jam shot on Casey Smith right there. Not able to come up with it, but Augie Ojeda making a nice backhanded play and throws out Casey Smith by 2 steps.
Eric Ibar, he again grounded out his first at bat. Fastball away, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Jerome had a 21-pitch first inning. 6 thus far this inning. Fouled out of play left side as Ibar took a running start at that pitch from Jerome Williams. Like he was going to bluff a drag bunt, swings away and popped it out of play left side.
Well, Eric Ibar from that left side gets down the line very good. He does have 12 stolen bases, although last night, we saw his power homering last night.
Right-handed, hitting right-handed last night, switch hitter. Swing and a miss. Outstanding changeup blown away from Jerome Williams, 1 and 2 on Ibar. Ibar, an excellent prospect for the LA Angels of Anaheim. Salt Lake winning last night 8-2. They're ahead today 2-0 in the second inning. 2 outs, nobody on. Inside fastball, and he popped him up. It was a nice pitch, nice sequence by Jerome. He gives way to first baseman Brandon Singh, who puts the squeeze on it just to the first base side of the pitcher's mound. And Jerome Williams, an impressive 3 up, 3 down, top of the second. After an inning and a half, it's Salt Lake 2, Iowa no score on KXNO.
Someday you're going to wake up in the house you've always wanted. Only thing is, it's today, and you're not there yet. Well, someday can be today. With our Priority Buyer Mortgage Pre-Approval, Wells Fargo can help you purchase the home that's right for you. So whether you're looking for the perfect home or a great property investment, we're here for you. Why wait for someday? Ask about Wells Fargo Home Mortgage Priority Buyer Pre-Approval today. Wells Fargo, the next stage. Wells Fargo Home Mortgage is a division of Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When you sit down to a bowl of Post cereal, it's more than a great way to start your day. It's an experience. Pouring the milk, taking your first of many delicious bites. From kids to adults, Post cereals offer a variety of great-tasting cereals that can be part of a healthy lifestyle. Try the Eat to Lose 10 plan and feel like you did 10 pounds ago. Find out more on this simple, heart-healthy weight loss plan on any box of your favorite Post Healthy Classics or log on at www.eattolose10.com. Post cereals, breakfast made right.
Hit a home run and shop Merle Hay Mall. The choices are out of the ballpark with over 100 of your favorite stores, including Target, Yonkers, Old Navy, Sears, and Kohl's. Super shopping and fun for the entire family, including a play area and kids club. Can't make it to Principal Park to sign up for your chance to win the Chevy HHR? Not a problem. Stop by Merle Hay Mall's customer service to see the Chevy HHR up close and sign up to win. For a complete list of stores, sales, and special events, visit their website, merlehaymall.com. Hit a home run and shop Merle Hay Mall.
1460 KXNO.
Back at Principal Park, Nate Toyd alongside Dean Ellis, and it's Casey Ohlenberger out for his second inning. If you're just joining us, Ohlenberger, a.k.a. Olander, according to Dino today. So Salt Lake with an early lead in this one, 2-0 over the Iowa Cubs.
Pitch by Casey is a one-hop ground ball to second, and the fielding play by Casey Smith. He throws on to Kendry Morales. One pitch, one out. Jeff Beardorf hit it hard, but to the left of Casey Smith. Casey Olander went to Long Beach State. He lives in Cloverdale, California. Big 6'4" right-hander. He was 9-7 at AA Arkansas last season, and a swing man last season with 32 appearances, including 17 starts. Here's Mike Fontenot, left-handed hitter, takes one downstairs, ball one. 2-0 Salt Lake ahead in the bottom of the second. They play Mike maybe a step to left. Line drive over the head of the shortstop, Ibar, base hit, left center field, in between Pride and Willis. Curtis up for the ball, will hold into a single. Cubs have their first hit. 1 out, 1 on for Brandon Singh. 2-0, Salt Lake has the lead. Ohlenberger, his last game was Tuesday at Omaha, and he picked up the win. He's had back-to-back victories at home against Tacoma May 5th, and at Omaha on Tuesday, 6 innings, 3 hits, no runs allowed, walked 3, struck out 3. Casey Ohlenberger is 2 wins, no losses on the year. Breaking ball curls outside, ball one.
Well, Fontenot does have a stolen base this year. Dino been caught stealing one time, but we saw Augie Ojeda back in the first inning steal second easily off of Ohlenberger, so Fontenot might have a chance here with Ohlenberger being a big guy, not really the fastest to home plate, about a 1.4, 1.5 delivery to the plate, so the Iowa Cubs will have some opportunities to run on Salt Lake today.
Pickoff attempt, and Mike Fontenot back in time. Kendry Morales holding him on. 1 out, 1 on. Brandon Singh, the batter, DH. Matt Padgett on deck. The right-hander Ohlenberger out there today for the Angels affiliate, the Salt Lake Bees. Straight away in the outfield. Strike on the inside part of the plate. 1-1 on Brandon Singh. 2-0. The Bees ahead. They had 3 hits in the first inning, 3 singles, and they mixed in a double steal. That was with a left-handed batter up there. A stretch in the pitch by Ohlenberger. Broken back ground ball left side. Fielding is the third baseman, Taskovich. He fumbled it. Picks it up, throws on to Morales for the out. Maybe a double play, not hit real hard, double play ball, but they got the out at first base, and the runner, Mike Fontenot, down to second. So 2 out, Fontenot in scoring position, and the batter will be the designated hitter, Matt Padgett. Matt 0 for 3 in last night's game. He's trying to battle his way through a slump. Left-handed hitter with power. 2-0 Salt Lake ahead. Matt free for his last 30, so his batting average slipping to 182 with a home run, 4 runs batted in. He homered on his first swing as an Iowa Cub this year, and he popped this one up. Looked like the breaking ball popped up on the right side. Battling the wind is Morales, and he'll make the play, makes that catch right next to the dugout of the Salt Lake Bees, and that ends the inning. No runs, they hit a man left after 2. Salt Lake 2, the Iowa Cubs no score on KXNO.
Fitness World West, Des Moines' premier fitness center, is celebrating their 20th year anniversary. Join this month and receive the special anniversary promotion of 50% off the joining fee, 1 month unlimited tanning free, and get a free fitness and health evaluation and personal training orientation. Stop by and see all the extras that make Fitness World West the most complete, friendly, and comfortable place to exercise. Find Fitness World West right across from Valley West Mall or call 223-5111. Get more out of life at Fitness World West, 223-5111.
At Ford, we believe leaders are just more driven. Like the all-new Midwest Limited Edition Ford F-150 with switch-on-the-fly four-wheel drive, a 5.4-liter V8 tow-and-go package, plus is E85 alternative fuel-capable at no additional charge. Lease one today for $229 a month. See your local Ford dealer today. 24-month lease with $27.99 due at signing. Excludes taxes, title, license, registration, and acquisition fees. Not all buyers will qualify. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by 5/31/2006. See dealer for complete details.
Northern Tool and Equipment.
Hi, I'm at the park, and somebody has one of those poodles with the big poofy haircuts. It's freaking me out.
I am freaked out with you. Okay, what you're going to need is a 1.5 horsepower, double reciprocating, 24-inch bladed, high-torque gas-powered hedge trimmer.
There's no problem a little horsepower can't solve. Northern Tool and Equipment, where warriors prepare for battle.
1460 KXNO.
Back here at Principal Park, we've played 2. It's Salt Lake 2, Iowa Cubs nothing. I'm Nate Toyd alongside Dean Ellis, against Dean Ellis, trying to battle the Olander comments today at a Dean on the radio, so...
There was a ball player named Jim Olander, pretty good outfielder. Very good outfielder, in fact.
I think the window's up or bothering us up here today, you know, on this windy day.
Not me a bit. I'm in a groove here, Nate. I'm locked in. In the third, with the Bees ahead 2-0, they will send up Willits, Gorno, and Morales. Manager Brian Harper coaching third base. Jim Epper, their hitting coach, over at first. Over the top windup, pitch by Jerome is a strike fastball to the outside corner. Willits dropped a beautiful bunt single, his first at bat. He bluffed the bunt right there. Reggie Willits, Willits, and 2 G's and Reggie. Line drive center field, and it's played on the bounce by Buck Coates. So Willits is 2 for 2, and he's a threat to steal. That's their 4th hit. It's a power-packed team, but they have 4 singles today. 2-0, Salt Lake ahead. Nick Gorno is a power hitter. Gorno originally not considered a top prospect for the Angels, but he has seemingly gotten better every year. He's batting .288 this year, 5 home runs, 26 RBI, the right-handed hitter. Willits away from first base. Double play depth in the infield pickoff attempt, and the runner back in time.
And Gorno did have a great year last year for Salt Lake. He hit .293 in 130 games, 26 home runs, 108 RBIs, and a big guy at 6'3", 220 did have 7 stolen bases as well, so a good player.
He went to the University of Massachusetts. Here's a bunt attempt, fouled on the ground behind the plate, strike 1 of the right-handed hitter. 19th round draft pick. His home run total has risen each of his 5 years as a pro. He led this league in RBIs last season. Gorneault. Gorno. Bends his knees a bit at the plate. And the pitch by Jerome Williams is low, ball 1. 1-1, nobody out. Willits, a leadoff hit. He's 2 for 2 today. Gorno singled and scored in the first. This is the top of the third. Salt Lake, the early lead, 2-0. They won last night, 8-2. They scored 2 runs in the first inning last night. That wind has picked up as the game has progressed. On a cloudy day, very windy, blowing left to right field. A stretch the pitch. That one is low for a ball. Good block by Casey Kapitsky, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Now let's see if manager Harper puts a play on. You got your number 3 hitter up there. Speed at first base. A lead of 2-0. They've already had a double steal today. Cleanup hitter Morales on deck. Jerome trying to freeze that runner. The stretch the pitch. Willits takes off. Good jump throw by Casey Kapitsky. It's a good one. The tag is in time. What a throw by Kapitsky. Down to Mike Fontenot for the caught stealing.
Oh, great throw by Kapitsky, and it wasn't an easy pitch to handle either. That was a slider down and away from Gorneau, and Casey doing a nice job of reaching across his body, coming up and firing right on the money to Mike Fontenot, who was covering second base, and a nice tag as well. So, good throw, good tag, and caught stealing by Willits.
Back to the full windup, and the pitch blown inside, a walk to Gorneau. So rather than 2 on and nobody out, there's 1 out, 1 on. And the batter will be Kendry Morales. Gorneau is 0 for 1 in the stolen base category this year. Morales had a 2-run single in the first. He's a switch hitter, batting left-handed. Five switch hitters on this team. Line drive to right field, a fair ball base hit. Felix P.A. cuts it off near the line. Streaking into third is Gorneau as Morales held to a single. First and third, 1 out. So again, a huge defensive play by Casey Kapitsky, catching Willits stealing. Or they probably would have a run right here. It's first and third, 1 out for Jeff Mathis, who hit into a force out in the first.
Well, and Jerome Williams, everything that's been up in the zone today, Salt Lake has taken advantage of, and they have 5 hits, and every hit they've had, the ball has been up in the zone. So in this situation here, of course, you have 1 out, first and third situation with Mathis, the catcher, up. So a nice double play opportunity here for Jerome Williams.
That's how the Cubs played in the infield. The pause, the pitch. Good low fastball, but too low, ball 1. 87 miles an hour. Brandon Singh holding with Morales. Morales is 0 for 2 in stolen base attempts. 2-0 Salt Lake ahead. They have first and third. 1 out in the top of the third. A 1-0 pitch, ground ball in the hole, base hit left field. 3-0, the Bees ahead. Scoring is Gorneau. Morales to second. Mathis with an RBI single. This is his 10th game since coming back from the Angels, and his 5th run batted in. So they've done it today with singles. Last night they had 11 hits, 3 home runs, but today they have 6 hits, all singles. 3 in the first, and now 3 here in the third. First and second for Curtis Pride.
It's been singles and patience, and the Salt Lake team, a young team and pretty disciplined at the plate. They'll allow you to walk you, and then when they get runners in scoring position, they do nothing but just hit the singles through the hole.
Here's their veteran, Curtis Pride. Takes the pitch low, ball 1. Curtis walked in the first. Morales at second, Mathis at first base. The 1 out this inning, a man caught stealing. 3-0. Salt Lake lead. Straight away in the outfield and left and center, right fielder Felix P.A. playing Curtis to pull. I figure if he hits it, the righty will pull it. Strike on the outside corner, just caught the edge of the plate. A good changeup for strike 1. 1-1 on Pride. Pavkovich on deck. A run in. 3-0 Salt Lake. They won last night 8-2. We'll play tomorrow night at 7:05 and Tuesday that business person special at 12:05. Anybody with the last name of Zoolander, you get in free on Tuesday.
With ID, of course.
With ID, of course. Or the look.
The blue steel, baby.
That's the blue steel. 2 on, 1 out. A 1-1 pitch, blown away, ball 2. 2-1. Pride hitting 6th in the lineup. Again, this is the first series the Cubs have been able to use that designated hitter. First time we play an American League affiliate. We play Omaha 16 times. but for the most part, we face fellow National League organizations. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch there. And the count level at 2-2 on Curtis Pride. 3-0 in the third. Straight away in the outfield. Speaking of Vince Vaughn, we could probably give Casey McGee the Wedding Crashers video.
Yeah.
Ground ball right to the pitcher, Williams. Good play to second for one. Augie to first base, double play. So Curtis Pride hit it hard, but to pitcher Jerome Williams, he caught it right by his left knee. It's a 1-6-3 inning-ending double play. 1 run, 3 singles, and a man left on. And the middle of the third at Salt Lake 3, Iowa no score on KXNO.
The YMCA of Greater Des Moines has over 34,000 members. They can tell you about their 6 conveniently located facilities. These facilities offer free family programming, the best fitness classes, and top-notch youth programs. Don't forget, summer is here, and your local YMCAs are ready to offer all kids a summer loaded with fun, and all parents one-stop shopping with a guarantee against boredom. See your local YMCA for information on summer camps for kids of all ages and interests. The YMCA of Greater Des Moines. We build strong kids, strong families, and strong communities.
When hunger hits, join the club. Taco Bell presents the Taco Bell 55-cent Taco Club. Enjoy delicious tacos every Tuesday for just 55 cents each. When you purchase 3 Taco Bell tacos on Tuesday, you'll get a coupon good for a free general admission ticket for Wednesday Iowa Cubs games at Principal Park. You can see the Iowa Cubs Baseball Club in action just by being part of the Taco Bell 55-cent Taco Club at participating locations for a limited time only. Think outside the bun.
It can be an embarrassing topic to discuss even with your doctor. However, hemorrhoids are a serious issue for millions of Americans. If you've been suffering in silence with hemorrhoids that won't go away, it's time for relief. PPH, the procedure for prolapse and hemorrhoids, could be just the ticket to end your frustration and embarrassment. This one-time procedure offers patients less pain and a quicker recovery compared to traditional hemorrhoid surgery. As with any surgical procedure, PPH may present risks. To learn more, talk to your doctor or visit pphinfo.com.
1460 KXNO.
Back at Principal Park, it's Iowa Cubs baseball. I'm Nate Toyton alongside Dean Ellis. A pretty good job by Iowa Cubs pitcher Jerome Williams to escape that top of the third inning with only 1 run. He did allow a walk and 3 singles in that inning. And so far already today, this young Salt Lake team coming out swinging the bat. They have 6 hits. All have been singles. But they strike early, and so far, Dino, they're doing exactly what they did last night. They scored 2 in the first last night and 1 in the third, and that's exactly what they've done here again today.
We'll see how the Cubs offense responds here in the bottom of the third. Casey Kopitsky leads off. Pitch is high outside by Ohlenberger. Ball 1. Casey batting 185. No home runs. 1 run batted in. A very good defensive play today, throwing out a runner. Willits had a good jump. Down low, ball 2, 2-0 the count. Ohlenberger has thrown 30 pitches in the game. 15 balls, 15 strikes. Not drafted out of college. Pitched independent ball a couple of years. Fastball splitting the heart of the plate at the knees for a strike. 2-1 on Casey Kopitsky. Top of the lineup to follow Felix P.A., Augie Ojeda. 3 runs, 6 hits, Salt Lake. No runs, 1 hit, Iowa. And again, Ohlenberger pitching for Italy. Here's a line drive the other way, base hit between Smith and Morales. A sharp single to right field for Casey Kopitsky. The Cubs, good start, have the leadoff man on base for Felix P.A., who flied to right in the first. It's the bottom of the third, and the Bees ahead 3-0.
Well, a good start to this game today for Casey Kopitsky, throwing out the base runner back in the third inning, and then, of course, leading off this inning with a single to right field. And Casey does exactly what you need to do when you trail by 3 runs. Be patient up there. He found himself in the 3-1 hitters count and made Ohlenberger pay for it with the fastball to right field.
Second baseman Smith, shortstop Ibar. They play for the double play. Ground ball back to Ohlenberger to second for 1. Good catch by Ibar, and the throw to first for the Twin killing. Nice catch at second by Eric Ibar with the runner Casey Kopitsky sliding his way.
Not only a good catch, but Ohlenberger got rid of that ball in a hurry with Ibar coming across from shortstop. And the umpire almost got in the way of the throw. They were kind of shielded the throw by Olenberger, but Ibar made a nice adjustment, got rid of the ball in a hurry to get a speedy Felix Tillier going down first base.
Salt Lake with their first double play, so 2 outs, nobody on for Augie Ojeda. He walked in the first. The Cubs come into today's game with 13 wins and 21 losses. Salt Lake is 22-13. Strike with a fastball in the inner part of the plate. Olenberger, again, only his second season of minor league baseball, pitching independent ball a couple of years and then really scouted in the Olympics a couple of years ago, pitching for Italy. And there's a backdoor curve, a strike. Augie behind 0-2. The gap is in right center. And the right-hander Olenberger with a kick in the pitch and a swing and a miss. Looks like the changeup blown away. Does a very good job locating that changeup. He strikes out Augie, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit after 3. Salt Lake 3. The Cubs nothing on KXNO.
The Radisson Hotel Des Moines Airport is a smart choice for any Iowa Cubs fan. It's a great weekend getaway with all the amenities you would need. The Radisson Hotel is located on Fleur Drive with convenient access to downtown Des Moines, Principal Park, and the Des Moines International Airport. The Radisson Hotel offers a wide variety of packages for a relaxing romantic getaway or a memorable family weekend. Find out more about the Radisson Hotel at 515-285-7777 or on the web at radisson.com.
It's really personalized service, and we like that.
The Barnes family has their home insured with American Family.
I really enjoy our agent. He was able to bring different options to us and actually address our needs.
It puts in terms we can understand. Call today for a free no-obligation homeowner's quote. American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
See the yellow pages for the American Family agent nearest you and call today or visit us at amfam.com.
Quest is proud to be making connections in Iowa. A single voice connects to another. That's how it started. Our business, that is, over a century ago. Today, it's much more than a voice. It's a wireless phone, a connection to the internet, a fax, an email, a conference call with a host of voices, a video image on a high bandwidth line. From providing innovative telecommunication solutions to investing in our communities, Quest is making life better in Iowa. Quest, proud sponsor of the Iowa Cubs.
Des Moines' exclusive radio voice of the Super Bowl. Des Moines Sports Station, 1460 KXNO Des Moines.
3 inning total. Salt Lake, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 3 left on. Iowa, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, a couple of men left on base. Each team with a double play. And play begins in the 4th. Jerome Williams with a nice fastball. Lone away, strike 1. And Adam Pavkovich. He ended the 1st. Now he leads off the 4th. The tail end of the order for manager Harper, Pavkovich, Buddy, and Smith. Breaking ball, lone away, ball 1, 1-1. Right-hander against right-hander. Jerome at 47 pitches in the game. V's ahead, 3-zip. Left fielder Restovich off the line for the right-handed batter. The target blown away. Pitch over the plate at the knees for strike 2. 1-2 on Pavkovich. Salt Lake behind their right-hander Casey Olenberger, blanking the Cubs 3-0 in the top of the 4th. 2 runs in the 1st on a single by Morales, RBI single Mathis in the 3rd. Fastball, strike 3, everything around the knees. That one near the outside corner. Nice job of the pitching sequence there. Williams to Pavkovich for the inning opening strikeout.
Well, that was a great sequence by Jerome Williams right there, and Pavkovich going up, and Williams changing his approach a little bit, going after Pavkovich with the off-speed, getting ahead with the breaking ball down away, and then finishing up with a nice fastball around the knees on the outside corner. Caught Pavkovich looking.
Buddy, the batter, takes the fastball in on the hands, ball 1. This is Ryan Buddy. He's 0 for 1 today. First strikeout for Jerome moments ago, Pavkovich. To wind up the pitch. Strike on the inside corner of the breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. What was that for service? What was that for heat? 1 out, base is empty. Strike on the outside corner, fastball, Jerome Williams. Looks like he has found his control.
Beating up his rhythm a little bit out there in his delivery, and ever since he's done that, everything's been down around the knees, and late life on all of Jerome Williams' pitches in this inning.
Buddy, the DH today, an open batting stance, right-handed hitter. Line drive the other way, base hit, right field. Jerome got it up again a bit, and Salt Lake has their 7th hit, all singles today. 1 out, 1 on for Casey Smith. Casey 0 for 1, had 3 hits last night. Where's number 13? Not tased by triskaidekaphobia. That's down to manager Harper coaching third.
Easy for you to say.
First baseman Brandon Singh holding with Ryan Buddy. Shortstop Ojeda, second baseman Fontenot play for the double play, and the fastball a strike on the inside border to Smith, up a bit, but on the edge of the plate. Cubs trail 3-0 in the bottom of the inning. They'll send up Coates, Restovich, and Deerdorf, the 3, 4, 5 hitters, and the meat of the order is brought to you by Iowa's beef producers. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Swing and a miss, golfing after one down low for strike 2. 0-2 the count.
Well, Jerome hasn't had any problems at all getting ahead of these Salt Lake hitters today, throwing a bunch of strikes early in the count. The only thing that's got him into a little bit of trouble is the 2-strike put-away pitches. Anything he's elevated, Salt Lake has gone the other way just for singles. 7 singles in this game so far for Salt Lake.
Breaking ball popped up out of play right side. In the 4th inning, the Bees ahead, 3-0. Again, tomorrow night at 7:05. Tuesday, a business person special at 12:05. No game on Wednesday, an off day in the Pacific Coast League, and the Cubs will be on the road to Fresno and Sacramento on Thursday. Angel Guzman scheduled to pitch back from Chicago. We'll see if Jay Cook Rue gets into a game here in the next couple of days. He might be coming back when they activate Kerry Wood. See what happens. You never know. Stretch by Jerome, and the 0-2 to Smith pulled foul into the Cub dugout. 1 out, 1 on. Buddy at first base in the 4th inning with the Bees ahead, 3-0. With Nate Toit, this is Dean Ellis. Steve Young, our producer-engineer. He uses that blue steel a lot. Overuse, I've been told. Here's a pitch down low, bounces away from Casey, and probably a wild pitch down to second base, Buddy. Scoring position now, Buddy. Takes away the double play chance on the ground ball. 1-2 on Smith with Eric Ibar on deck. We gave you that, if you want to call it a stat, last night. Eric Ibar signed to the Angels for $100,000, his bonus, and his brother Willie got more than $1 million from the Dodgers. And right now, most scouts would say that Eric Ibar, the better upside, the better prospect. But you never know. Willie Ibar's having a pretty good year for Las Vegas, I think, this year. Foul back out of play. Count remains a ball, 2 strikes. In fact, Willie Ibar's leading the league in RBIs at 33, so that's pretty good credentials right there. His brother Eric is tied for the league lead in stolen bases.
And you got to think with that kind of money invested in Willie Ibar that if he continues to put up those numbers, Los Angeles will be giving him a call here shortly.
Casey Smith, the batter, right-handed hitter, the open stance. The stretch, the pitch. Just a bit outside. That's a nice pitch by Jerome, and Smith didn't chase it and called ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Jerome Williams just missing on the outside corner with that breaking ball, and it's been a good one this inning. Snapping it off the table to these right-handed Salt Lake hitters, and right there I think Jerome wanted the call just off the outside corner, didn't get it.
Buddy takes his lead. Jerome looks his way now to the plate. Swing and a miss, a foul tip, and Casey held on to complete the strikeout. Looked like a good 2-seam fastball, and both outs this inning have been strikeouts. That brings up Eric Ibar, who's 0 for 2.
Well, Jerome Williams bowing his neck a little bit this inning. Iowa Cubs trail 3-0, so he knows he has to go out there and put up a 0 this inning. Try to keep this offense for Iowa in this game and give them a chance to start picking away at this 3-1 deficit that they'll be facing going into the bottom of the 4th.
Seems like Salt Lake, they put pressure on you every inning as the opposing pitcher. Blown away. That was a close one. Ball one on switch hitting Eric Ibar. Eric with a K, by the way, E-R-I-C-K, Eric Ibar. Straight up in the outfield. Felix PA in right today. Buck Coates in center. Michael Restovich in left. Ryan Buddy leads at second. Swing and a miss. Looked like the changeup blown away. Ibar out in front. Cuts and misses. Strike one. 1-1. Angels, they went from having a weak farm system just a few years ago to being very strong, developing their own players. There's a ground ball foul on the right side. 1-2 on Ibar. Ibar is 22 years of age. He's from the Dominican Republic. In Double-A last season, he hit .303 with 9 home runs, 29 doubles, 10 triples in the 9 home runs, plus 49 stolen bases. Pretty good year. And he plays with a lot of passion, is the scouting report, Eric Ibar. Here's a ground ball base hit into right field, and Buddy's being stopped at third. They won't challenge the arm of Felix PA. Ibar singles to right now. Manager Harper has an option or two. He's got patient hitter up there, Willits, who's 2 for 2 today. He's got speed at first base. Ibar tied for the league lead in stolen bases. He could go for a steal at second, could go for a double steal. Let's see what happens as they have 8 hits now. Salt Lake, all singles today.
Yeah, hopefully that being a break right there for the Iowa Cubs with Eric Ibar hitting that ball on the nose to right field. Almost hit it too hard, not allowing Ryan Buddy to come around third and score on that. So with that hard base hit, Salt Lake now has runners on first and third with 2 outs.
Willett, switch hitter, bats left-handed. Swing and a miss. Good inside pitch, strike one. So again, a predicament here for Jerome Williams, the Iowa pitcher, trailing Salt Lake 3-0 in the fourth. First and third, 2 out. Buddy at third base, Ibar first base. Brandon Singh holding him on. Willits a 2 for 2 day, down a strike to Jerome Williams. A quick throw to first base, and the runner Ibar back in time. Lights are on. It's a cloudy day at Principal Park on the cool side. Temperature at game time was 56. And windy, blowing from left to right field. Gorno on deck. And now the 0-1. Runner takes off for second. Kapitsky bluffing a throw to second. No throw. Holding at third was Buddy, and strike on Willits. It's 0-2 on Willits, but Ibar now has 13 stolen bases. Second and third, boy, base hit would give Salt Lake a 5-0 lead. Not real deep in the outfield, but again, Ibar is very swift. He's at second, Buddy at third. Jerome with a full windup at, I think, 0-2 on Willits. Outside. One ball, 2 strikes. Reggie Willits, not a power hitter. He has speed. 9, 10 stolen bases this year, 1 today. Line drive right field, and he pulls himself a 2-run single. Buddy scores. Ibar right behind him to make it 5-0. Jerome Williams got ahead. A pitch inside to Willits, and he pulled it to right field for RBIs 19 and 20. Not too bad for a man near the top of the lineup. In fact, Ibar, of course, we're not sure if they've hit 1-2 all year, but Ibar has 23 RBI, and Willits has 20. 5-0 Salt Lake. 9 hits, 9 singles for the Bees.
Willits didn't hit it hard, and the ball was inside. It was a breaking ball by Jerome Williams. He did get it in on the inside corner on Reggie Willits. However, it was up in the zone again, and Salt Lake now with their 9th hit, and all of them have been singles. So getting it done with the small ball and stealing some bases and timely hits.
Willits a threat to run. 1 for 2, and even on the caught stealing, 1 for 2 in the stolen base category. He's 3 for 3 at the plate. But even on the caught stealing, it took a quick release by Casey Kapitsky and a perfect throw to nail Willits at second. Brandon Singh holding him on. 5-0 Salt Lake in the fourth. Nick Gorno, the batter. Lone inside, ball 1 with a 2-seam fastball. Gorno today has singled and walked, scored twice. The The Bees ahead 5-0 in the fourth inning. Michael Restovich off the line and left. Runner goes. Good jump. Throw by Casey Kapitsky is in time. Another good take down to Mike Fondo, and Willits going in head first is caught stealing, and that ends the inning. Willits caught stealing at second base. Kapitsky down to Fondo, but in the top of the fourth, 2 runs on 3 hits. In the middle of the fourth inning at Principal Park, it's now Salt Lake 5, Iowa no score on KXNO.
Hi, I'm Papa John, and when I say better ingredients, better pizza, I'm not talking about a little better. I'm talking about a lot better. Let's talk about our pizza sauce. It's made from fresh, fine-ripened tomatoes, not from concentrate. And when it comes to ingredients, we select from the world's best. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. A lot better.
Call your neighborhood Papa John's today and ask for the Home Run Special, a large, thin, or original crust pizza with up to 3 toppings for $10.99. Just $10.99. Baseball is rich with a tradition of combinations. Pitcher to catcher, the double play, throwing out the steal to second, and of course, Mediacom. Turn to Mediacom for the ultimate in baseball action, including the iCubs and games from throughout the region and nation. And talk about perfect combinations. Mediacom offers a full roster of great services like digital video recording, high-speed internet, high-definition TV, and video on demand, where you can watch the movies and specials you choose whenever you like. If you're looking for a winning combination, make the play to Mediacom.
Usually, to get a reward, you have to do something difficult, like catch a bad guy or rescue a famous movie star. Not so with the Mulate frozen coffee from Dairy Queen. It's an easy-to-get reward that you can give yourself whenever you want. Try the new hazelnut Mulate frozen coffee with thick and creamy DQ soft serve, blended with hazelnut, Colombian coffee, ice, and topped with whipped cream. Also available in cappuccino, mocha, French vanilla, and caramel. The DQ Mulate frozen coffee. Reward yourself with one today, and DQ something different at participating DQ restaurants.
1460 KXNO.
Back here at Principal Park, we're in the last of the fourth inning. Nate Toit alongside of Dean Ellis. It's been all Salt Lake so far today. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. And no runs, 2 hits, no errors for these Iowa Cubs. A nice job by Casey Kapitsky, off to a good start. Already throwing out 2 base runners for Salt Lake and a base hit.
And now it's Ohlenberger with a 5-run lead. Swings into the windup, and he drops in the breaking ball, a strike on Buck Coates. Buck Coates, Michael Restovich, and Jeff Deerdorf. And on the Cubs side of the fourth, they trail Salt Lake 5-0. Pass along some big league scores as time permits this half inning. Change up, ground ball, blade running ground ball right to Smith. He gobbles it up, has ample time to throw to Morales for the out. Washington at Atlanta, 8-0 for the Nationals. That game in the 7th. Soriano his 12th home run. Philadelphia at Cincinnati. The Phillies just tied at 1-1. Headed to the bottom of the 8th. A home run by Ryan Howard, number 11. LaRue homered for the Cincinnati run. Florida 8, Pittsburgh 0. That game in the 6th inning. John Borchard. Here's a ground ball. Fair ball. Past third baseman Taskovich down that left field line. On his way to second base is Michael Restovich. He slides with a double. Cubs have a runner at second, trailing 5-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Well, Restovich continues his hot hitting for the Iowa Cubs, pulling that fastball in by Ohlenberger down that left field line and getting on his horse and extending that into a double. So nice piece of hitting right there by Michael Restovich.
Nate, I don't know if you've ever seen that John Borchard play. Now with the Marlins, he hit his second home run, but
Joe Borchard?
Yeah, Joe. What's been his trouble?
Just kind of been that 4A mentality. I mean, he had puts up good numbers in AAA, and he played in Charlotte with the White Sox organization the last couple of years and put up good numbers there. But every time they call him up, he just can't produce. And he was out of Stanford, I believe, and they gave him about $5 million.
Keep him away from football, right?
Yep. He's a quarterback there, and he just hasn't produced at the big league level.
Broken back ground ball by Deerdorf up the middle, fielding his Ibar. Throws to Morales for the out. Jeff Deerdorf grounds out with Michael Restovich moving to third. So 2 out, a runner 90 feet away, 5-0. Salt Lake ahead in the fourth. Borchard and Cabrera homered for the Marlins today. And again, they're pounding the Pirates at Pittsburgh 8-0. New York at Milwaukee, a 3-2 Brewer lead on 1 hit. Milwaukee ahead. Must have been that Damian Miller home run. That game in the fourth inning. Colorado at Houston, a 2-0 Astro lead in the bottom of the fourth. Berkman, his 13th home run. Enberg, number 12. Mike Fontenot, a pepper shot ground ball cut off by the pitcher. Olenberger running to first base, flips it to Kendry Morales. Retires Mike Fontenot in the Cubs. No runs, a double, a man left at third after 4 frames today. Salt Lake 5, the Cubs nothing. This is Iowa Cubs baseball on KXNO.
It's 3 in the afternoon, and once again you're at the Coke machine. But the Coke machine sounds a little different today. You wonder if the Coke is stuck. You wonder if you're going to have to show the Coke machine a little tough love. You do not have to show the Coke machine any tough love. Be patient. He knows you're a regular, and he's trying to find that special Coke that's right next to the refrigeration unit and a little cooler than the rest. See? He likes you. Not even the luckiest guy in the world will go through life without the delivery guy forgetting his Coke. But we can't blame them. Their title is Pizza Delivery Guy, or Chinese Food Delivery Guy, not Coca-Cola Delivery Guy. You'd be way more shocked if they remembered the Coke and forgot the fried rice. So give the guy a break. He's worked 4 pro football seasons, 3 NCAA March Madness tournaments, seen the rise of NASCAR and the blizzard of 2002. We should be offering him the Coke.
Screen printing, embroidery, or advertising, T-Galaxy will do it all. With sales reps for personal service, a full-service art department, and their own shipping department, T-Galaxy ensures your order will be fast and accurate. Consistently cutting out the middleman for better than a decade, T-Galaxy has thrilled customers from the Des Moines Arts Festival to the Iowa Games and even your Iowa Cubs. Call the Des Moines office at 243-5100. That's 243-5100. T-Galaxy, the official merchandiser of the Iowa Cubs.
1460 KXNO.
Welcome back to Principal Park. Nate Coit alongside Dean Ellis. He's played 4. Iowa Cubs trail Salt Lake 5-0. Jerome Williams back out there for his 5th inning of work. And Dino Jerome not having any problems throwing strikes today. He's thrown a lot of strikes. They just, every time he seems to get the ball a little bit up in the zone, Salt Lake is right there to hit it through to a single somewhere. 9 singles in this game.
And here's a shot to deep left center field by Gorno, and this one is off the fence. Played by Buck Coates, and Gorno standing at second base with a double, a ringing shot to left center. The wind knocked it down. Might have been a home run, but off the fence for a leadoff double. So following 9 singles, they have their first extra base hit, and the Cubs will get some activity going in the bullpen. We're in the 5th inning now, 5-0 Salt Lake. Let's wrap up the scores at the big league level. Getting back to the National League, Arizona at St. Louis, no score that game in the 5th inning. Carpenter pitching for the Cardinals. San Diego at Chicago, no score. That game is in the 5th inning. Rich Hill today for the Cubs. Later on, the Dodgers and the Giants at San Francisco. Kendry Morales takes the pitch, blown away, ball 1. So a leadoff double for Gorno. He's at second base. 5-0 Salt Lake in the 5th. And Andy Shipman grabs the ball in the Iowa pen. Texas at Boston, rained out again. Chicago at Minnesota, that will be tonight. Seattle and the Angels of L.A. at Anaheim, coming up a little later. 2-0 now in Morales. Kansas City at Baltimore, a 3-2 Oriole lead. That game headed to the bottom of the 5th. They have a rain delay in Cleveland in the 7th inning with the Tigers ahead 3-1. Oakland whipping the Yankees today 5-1 in the 8th. Strike on the outside corner. Good pitch by Jerome. Didn't give in at 2-0. Now it's 2-1. Kotsay and Payton have homered for Oakland. Posada, the Yankee run with a home run. And the other game, Toronto at Tampa Bay, and the Blue Jays ahead 7-1 in the 9th inning. Rios with his 8th home run, quietly having a very good year for the Blue Jays and a fine young player. Ground ball back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Not hit real hard. It dies in the outfield grass, so Gorno can score easily, and now it's 6-0 for Salt Lake. Let's see how much longer Jerome will stay in the game. There might be a visit here from pitching coach Alan Dunn. There he is. They'll have to give Andy Shipman some more time in the bullpen. But a double and a single to make it 6-0 for the Salt Lake Bees here in inning number 5. They scored 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and now a run across here in the 5th. Nobody out. Gorno, by the way, now 2 for 2, has scored 3 runs. Kendry Morales is 3 for 3 with 3 RBI. Alan Dunn chatting with Jerome Williams, giving Andy Shipman some more time to the bullpen. What time of year did you get married, Nate? Fall?
November. It was actually warm that day. It was like 65 degrees, I remember, in November.
You were sweating? Perspiring?
From the night before.
Here's Jeff Mathis. Alan Dunn back in the dugout. That pitch is low, ball 1. Mathis, right-handed hitting catcher, is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. We mention that because Casey McGee getting married after the game from the skyboxes near the Cub Club. Low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Brandon Singh holding with Morales. Salt Lake a comfortable 6-0 lead. The Cubs, of course, have struggled offensively this season. They're last in the league in runs scored. Here's a high fly ball into right center field to his left. Buck Coates staying with it, and he makes the catch, flashing in front of Felix P.A. That one got up in the jet stream and carried from straightaway center towards right center. Nice work by Buck Coates for out number 1. And now Curtis Pride. Curtis is 0 for 1. Get into a double play in the third. Willett's a 3-hit game. Morales a 3-hit game. Gorno has 2 hits and has scored 3 times. 6-0 Salt Lake in the 5th. First baseman Singh with a left-handed batter up, plays behind Morales. And a one-hopper past the shortstop, Augie Ojeda. Was a very tough chance. That ball dying right at his shoe tops. He tried to knock it down or grab it, and that's a base hit for Pride. Just tipped off his glove, rolled behind him on the dive bomb line drive, and appearing out of the Iowa dugout, manager Mike Quade. So we'll have a U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. We'll take a break right here in the 5th inning. A run in, first and second for Adam Tapkovich, and the score is Salt Lake 6, the Iowa Cubs 0. We'll be right back to Principal Park after this on KXNO.
The Iowa Cubs aren't always playing baseball. During their downtime, you can catch them playing the official gaming console of the 2006 Iowa Cubs, Xbox 360. Xbox 360 is the most powerful video game and entertainment system out there, delivering the best games, the next generation of premier Xbox Live online gaming services, and unique digital entertainment experiences that revolve around you. Xbox 360, available now at your local retailer. Jump in at Xbox.com for more information.
Buy your Carhartt clothing and footwear right here in Des Moines at one of the nation's largest independent Carhartt dealers, G&L Clothing. G&L has everything Carhartt to fit you from head to toe. Caps, jackets, sweats, t-shirts, overalls, jeans, gloves, socks, and work boots. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights till 8. Or shop online at GANDLclothing.com.
G&L Clothing. Decide, we've got it all.
Hey Cub fans, another exciting season of Iowa Cubs baseball under the lights is made possible by Iowa's own Musco Lighting. Musco Lighting is a world-class leader in sports lighting. Musco specializes in permanent and temporary lighting services, including major and minor league baseball stadiums across the country. Musco Lighting also makes sports lighting happen around the world, from NASCAR super speedways to Olympic Games to hometown Little League fields. Supporting the Iowa Cubs, Musco Lighting, a world-class leader in sports lighting.
1460 KXNO.
Back here at Principal Park, it's a U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. It's right-handed pitcher Shipman, Andy Shipman, on for his 15th game here in the 2006 with Iowa Cubs. He's 0-1 with a 4.42 ERA, 18 and a third innings pitched, 26 hits, 9 runs, all earned. Andy has walked 9, struck out 18, and opponents are hitting .338 against Andy. So in for Jerome Williams here in the top of the 5th inning for the Iowa Cubs.
And he faces Tapkovich with a couple of men on. Good fastball, fouled out of play right side, a quick strike. 6 runs and a dozen hits for Salt Lake. No runs, 3 hits, Iowa. Morales at second base, Pride at first base. Breaking ball stayed inside, ball 1, 1-1. Cubs in the bottom of the inning will send up to the bottom of the lineup, Singh, Paget, Kapitsky. Iowa getting one man to third base thus far. That pitch over the head got away from Andy Shipman, a breaking ball. He gets the ball back, rubs it up. Ball 2, 2-1. Goes to the rosin bag. They've chased Jerome Williams. He is responsible for the 2 men on base. We're in the 5th inning. 6-0 Salt Lake. Good inside pitch popped up. The wind will push it foul, but measured and caught by Brandon Singh. Foul territory there, first base between home and first. 2 out, and now Ryan Buddy. Buddy 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored in the 4th. We're in the 5th inning, 6-0. Salt Lake ahead, second game of a 4-game series. Same 2 teams tomorrow at 7:05. And Tuesday, 12:05, the business person special. Padres have scored a run. They now lead at Chicago 1-0, that game in the 5th. Good fastball for a strike on Buddy, the designated hitter today. Salt Lake, a few minor injuries. They called up a youngster from Cedar Rapids, Larry Infante, backup infielder, because Brian Specht has some back spasms. And Elwood, here's a breaking ball outside, ball 1, 1-1. Elward, Mike Elward, has a wrist injury. One of the Blues brothers, his name was Elwood, wasn't it? It's Elward on the Salt Lake team, but Elwood of the Blues brothers. Lone inside, ball 2, 2-1. You own that DVD, Nate? You have a lot of DVDs?
I have probably 40 or 50 DVDs.
Blues Brothers?
Don't have Blues Brothers.
Zoolander?
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. 2 out, 2 on. Pitch is lone outside, ball 3, 3-1.
I have to go after the Blue Steel. I think that my next purchase. Larry Shunk might have Zoolander. He's got quite a few movies. Guess not.
He's got the classics. John Wayne collection. Walter Brennan. Outside, ball 4. Buddy walks. Boris Karloff. Bases loaded now for Casey Smith. Casey has grounded out and struck out. I think Michael Gardner's a big DVD guy.
I don't know that Michael has time to watch that many DVDs.
Bases are loaded for the number 9 hitter, Casey Smith. 6-0 in the 5th inning. Salt Lake ahead. On a chilly day at Principal Park. Fastball, lone away, strike 1. Morales at third, Pride at second, Buddy at first base. We still have some VHS movies?
You know, I think I had a garage sale a couple of weeks ago. Mickey took a couple boxes of those away, so I don't think we have any of those left.
Breaking ball, lone in, strike 2, 0-2 on Smith. So you say we had a garage sale, you were there out in the driveway, and
I wasn't there. She left town and had her mom and dad, but we, meaning I, collected the money.
Okay. Fastball outside, ball 1, 1-2. So you contributed to a garage sale.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 ball, 2 strikes. A Salt Lake B at every base. B's on base in the 5th. Stretch the pitch, breaking ball, fouled at the plate. Smith stays alive at a ball, 2 strikes. Good pitch by Andy, but a good job by Smith to make contact. 7th batter this inning. They've scored just the 1 run. They have the bases loaded and 2 out, with the score 6-0 in the 5th. Fastball is up and away. 2-2 on Casey Smith. We know Sam Burnaby has a huge DVD collection.
Damn full of energy here today at the ballpark.
He'll begin for the play-by-play in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. Hard ground ball to short, gobbled up by Augie. The throw to second to Mike Fontenot. The force out there ends the inning. So Salt Lake will leave the bases loaded. They settle for 1 run, 3 hits. And we're halfway through the ball game. 4.5 played at Salt Lake 6. The Iowa Cubs no score on KXNO.
Healthcare for your child. You want only the best. The Children's Health Center at Blank Children's Hospital has your child covered through all ages and stages, from newborn to teen. Whether it's well child visits and immunization to diagnosing and treating injuries and illness, the Blank Children's Health Center has the most complete healthcare services for your child, provided with the warmth and caring you'd expect. Call the Blank Children's Health Center to schedule an appointment. 515-241-KIDS.
Do you want to wake up to a great tasting breakfast cereal that's good for you too? Then try new cinnamon shredded wheat from Post. It's the perfect combination. Real cinnamon mixed with a touch of brown sugar, along with the classic goodness of 100% natural whole grain wheat, all delectably baked into a crispy, crunchy cereal bite. Try the Post Eat to Lose 10 plan and feel like you did 10 pounds ago with new cinnamon shredded wheat from Post. Your sensible solution to a great tasting breakfast cereal. Post, breakfast made right.
Hi, I'm Papa John, and when I say better ingredients, better pizza, I'm not talking about a little better. I'm talking about a lot better. Let's talk about our pizza sauce. It's made from fresh, fine ripened tomatoes, not from concentrate. And when it comes to ingredients, we select from the world's best. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. A lot better.
Call your neighborhood Papa John's today and ask for the Home Run Special, a large, thin, or original crust pizza with up to 3 toppings for $10.99. Just $10.99.
1460 KXNO.
Back here at Principal Park, Nate Toit with Dean Ellis. Sunday matinee here at Principal Park. The Iowa Cubs trail Salt Lake 6-0. Nice cool day. Nice day for a skybox. If you'd like to rent a skybox, come down and get a best suite in the city. At Principal Park, skyboxes are available for rent throughout the summer. Call 243-6111 or visit iowacubs.com for more information on skybox suite rentals here at Principal Park.
Strike one, low and in to Brandon Singh. The bottom of the 5th inning, Salt Lake ahead 6-0. Brandon 0 for 1. Olenberger with a pitch, low and away, ball 1. Olenberger, a very economical 6-pitch 4th inning. All 6 pitches were strikes. He's thrown 44 pitches in the game, the right-hander. Cubs have 1 runner to third base. 6-0. The Bees ahead. And now the 1-1 pitch. High and inside, ball 2, 2-1. Sweet is S-U-I-T-E. Why is that, Nate?
As opposed to
S-W-E-E-T.
Sure you're going to tell me.
Couldn't it be Sute?
Suwite?
Rente Skybox Sute at Principal Park. Outside, ball 3, 3-1. English language is confusing.
Hardest language to learn there is, as a matter of fact.
Here's the pitch by Olenberger. Ground ball rolling down to third. Savkovich comes up throwing in time to Morales for the out. We're still working on that, learning the language. Singh grounds out. Well, we mentioned Olenberger, if he's effective, he'll have the sinker working. He's had 7 ground outs, 3 fly outs, a couple of strikeouts for the right-hander. Here's Matt Padgett. He popped out in the 2nd.
And we're learning last names today on the show, Dean. So
yeah, they've got some dandies on this team. Olenberger and Olander in the bench. Here's a foul out of play left side. You can look it up. Jim Olander, very good player.
I think we might have to come in for some early work tomorrow and work on our game a little bit here.
We're staying after. 1 out. A strike on Matt Padgett. The motion to pitch by Olenberger. Up and away, ball 1, 1-1. Yeah, we haven't seen Elward yet. Mike Elward, spelled E-Y-L-W-A-R-D. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He's hurt. Not sure if he's available for the series. Infielder for the Salt Lake Bees. One out, nobody on. 1-2 pitch by Olenberger. Up and away, ball 2, 2-2. I can remember Elwood. What was the other brother's name? You ever seen that movie?
I don't think so.
Never seen the Blues Brothers? Swing and a miss. That's a very nice breaking ball down low. Strikeout of Matt Padgett. Animal House. Have you seen Animal House?
I've seen Animal House. I saw the Blues Brothers act on the field. They used to come through the minor league parks and do their little demonstrations.
Thanks, Dirk. Jake and Elwood. That's a great move. You got to watch that.
No, I'm good. Not gonna watch it.
When's your anniversary? I can get you that.
You got a while.
You and Nikki. Pitch is high for a ball. Casey Kopitsky.
Can you make sure you give me that on the VHS?
That's all it's available in. 2 outs, nobody on. Up and in from Olenberger. 2-0 on Casey. Casey singled in the third. He's having a fine game. Throws out Willits a couple of times trying to steal with perfect pegs down to second. A base hit to right. It's a good day for guys named Casey. Casey Olenberger shutting out the Cubs. Casey McGee getting married. Casey Kopitsky. He takes a strike. Fine performance behind the plate for the Cubs. 2 out, bases empty in the fifth. Good breaking ball. Snapped over the inside corner for strike 2. 2-2 on Casey Kopitsky. Manager Mike Quaddy coaching third for the Cubs. Olenberger eyes the signs of catcher Mathis. The break-even pitch. Breaking ball popped up. Right field. And right there to reel it in is Gorno. That ends the inning. Olenberger set him down 1-2-3. We have finished 5 at Salt Lake 6. The Cubs nothing on KXNO.
Why wait for someday to make the most of your most important investment, your home? The Wells Fargo SmartFit Home Equity Account lets you secure a low initial fixed interest rate for a term that you choose. It's only at Wells Fargo, and you can get an interest rate discount when you make automatic payments from your Wells Fargo checking account. Why wait for someday? Call, click, or stop by and ask about the SmartFit Home Equity Account today. Wells Fargo, the next stage. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Coventry Healthcare of Iowa proudly supports the Iowa Cubs. The same traits leading to success in sports are found in an effective health plan: strength, flexibility, excelling at fundamentals. That's why thousands of employers, individuals, and seniors have chosen Coventry for the health coverage. They win with best-in-class service, broad provider networks, and affordable product options, because maintaining good health is everything. By focusing on doing the right things on time with the right partners, Coventry will continue to be not only competitive, but a leader in their league. It's a formula for success the Iowa Cubs have always known.
Some things never change, like America's love for baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. In fact, more Americans choose Chevy than any other brand. Now you could drive a Chevy, too, at the Iowa Cubs Hit a Home Run HHR giveaway. Sign up for your chance to win a brand new Chevy HHR. Then cheer on the Iowa Cubs, because for every home run hit at Principal Park, another winner will be chosen to go on to the finals. Visit moreiowans.drivechevy.com to register and for official rules. No online entry or purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Chevy, baseball's #1 fan.
1460 KXNO.
Welcome back to Principal Park. It's Iowa Cubs baseball. Nate Toyd alongside Dean Ellis, and it's all Salt Lake. In this one so far today, we head into the top of the 6th inning. It's going to be Eric Ibar leading off for Salt Lake. So top of the order coming through here in the top of the 6th for the Salt Lake Bees.
Ibar is 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the 4th. Wind up in the pitch by Andy Shipman. Ground ball past the pitcher. Backed up nicely by shortstop Augie Ojeda. Off balance throw, not in time. Had to be quick with Ibar. Base hit. Well, that was a good jump by Augie in the ground ball. Made a nice fielding play behind second, but the off balance throw not in time. And Ibar with hit number 13 for Salt Lake. 6-0. Is it too soon to shut down the running game for the Salt Lake Bees?
Well, I mean, normally with a 6-run lead, you're going to be pretty conservative, but it is still in the 6th inning. There's a lot of, in baseball terms, a lot of baseball to be played in this one. 4 more innings, so I don't think you've shut it down quite yet at this stage.
Reggie Willits, the batter. Third time to get the leadoff man on base. Willis is 3 for 3. Has been caught stealing twice. Check swing ground ball to third. Fielding is Deerdorf to second for one. Fontenot to first for a double play. Nicely done on the check swing ground ball. Willis hits into a 5-4-3. Twin killing the second Iowa Cub double play on the day.
Well, big pitch right there by Andy Shipman, and even a better play by Jeff Deerdorf starting that 5-4-3 double play, and it had to be quick with Willis going down the line, and Fontenot doing a nice job of transitioning over there at second base and getting the throw over to Brandon Singh to complete that double play.
Nick Gorno swings and misses at a breaking ball, strike one. Gorno has been on base 3 times with a single, a double, and a walk. Scored 3 runs. 6-0 Salt Lake in the 6th inning. Straight away in the outfield and left and center. Felix plays him towards the line and right. There's ball 1-1-1. Thanks for joining us today. Steve Young, he's in charge of this production. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. He's our producer engineer with Nate Toit, the loquacious left-hander. This is Dean Ellis. And a ground ball by Gorno into center field, a base hit. Good piece of hitting.
What do you think Andy Shipman is sporting the Andy Shipman fan club T-shirt underneath that uniform out there today?
Probably. Let's see, what's it say?
1 eye, 2 balls, 3 strikes.
You're out?
You're out. Andy Shipman, of course, a good story. Interesting story. Pitches with only 1 eye.
Yeah, lost his eye in a childhood accident, and like it never happened. Continued to go on with life, and a professional ball player. Lone away ball 1 on Kendry Morales, who was 3 for 3, 3 singles and 3 RBI. We're going to get a trademark on that.
That T-shirt.
Yeah. Outside, 2-0 the count. Gorno at first base. Brandon Singh is holding him on. It's 6-0 Salt Lake in the 6th inning. Once again, straight away in the outfield on Morales, their cleanup hitter, right down to the end of his bat. Looks like he has pine tar up above the label. And now 3 balls, no strikes. Mathis on deck. A stretch by Andy Shipman, the pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 3-1. You can hear that wind, a windy day here at Principal Park. Cubs and the Bees. Fouled out of play to left field. This is the type of weather we expected in April when it was nice.
We're going the opposite direction here in this season. Opening homestand is about 75 degrees, sunny. Beautiful.
2 out, 3-2 the count on Morales, so Gorno will be running. He's at first base. Brandon plays behind him, Brandon Singh. Swing and a miss. He chased a bad ball up and away, a foul tip, and Casey Kapitsky held on. Lights out in Morales, and that ends the inning. No runs, a couple of singles, a man left on after 5.5 at Principal Park. It's the Bees 6, the Cubs nothing on KXNO.
One of the most important ingredients to a winning combination in baseball is speed. Whether on the base path, chasing down a fly ball, or sending a pitch across the plate, speed wins games. At Mediacom, they understand all about speed. In addition to a great lineup of products such as video on demand, high-def TV, and digital video recording, they offer high-speed internet with Mediacom Online. Whatever you do on the internet, from business to checking on the latest box scores of the Cubs, you'll get it done faster with Mediacom Online, featuring download speeds up to 5 megabits per second. If you're looking for a winning combination, make the play to Mediacom.
It's your Midwest Ford dealers Triple Play event. 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 maintenance cost for 2 years. For total savings of up to $8,800. On Focus, Freestyle, 500, Escape, Explorer, Expedition. Even the built Ford Cup Ranger and F-150. With total savings of up to $8,800. Get to the Triple Play event at your Midwest Ford dealer. Ford, bold move. Not all buyers will qualify. Taking retail delivery from dealer stock by 5/31/06. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
Usually, to get a reward, you have to do something difficult, like catch a bad guy or rescue a famous movie star. Not so with the Mulate frozen coffee from Dairy Queen. It's an easy-to-get reward that you can give yourself whenever you want. Try the new hazelnut Mulate frozen coffee with thick and creamy DQ soft serve, blended with hazelnut, Colombian coffee, ice, and topped with whipped cream. Also available in cappuccino, mocha, French vanilla, and caramel.
to DQ Mood Latte Frozen Coffee. Reward yourself with one today and DQ something different at participating DQ restaurants.
1460 KXNO.
Back here at Principal Park, we're in the last of the sixth inning. Iowa Cubs trail 6-0 over Salt Lake, and it's been Casey Ohlenberger matching a similar outing by Joe Saunders last night. Saunders 8 innings pitched for Salt Lake, gave up 2 earned runs and 7 punch-outs, and Ohlenberger's been just as effective here against these Iowa Cubs today.
Felix P.A. leads off, top of the lineup in the bottom of the sixth inning. Felix P.A., Augie Ojeda, and Buck Coates. Left fielder Curtis Pride straight away. Big gap left center as center fielder Willits is playing Felix to pull. And the Ohlenberger pitch is low, ball 1. Felix is flied out and hit into a double play. Third baseman Paskovich in close. And a skyscraper straight away center. Let's see if the wind does with it. Willits sets his sights on it. The catch made for out number 1. 6-0 Salt Lake ahead. Augie Ojeda has walked and struck out. Very interesting article today in the New York Times. We won't go into detail about it. You can check it out. New York Times. It's the weather was fine. The name of it, or the title of the article, the weather was fine, and the home runs were easy. And it has to do with the proliferation of the home runs. There's a breaking ball, a strike. Ohlenberger to Augie Ojeda. Home runs and runs up per game. That correlation with warmer weather. Much is made about, there's a breaking ball, ground ball rolling down to first baseman Morales. The plate was left and to the bag for the self-service out. So 2 outs, nobody on. The point of the article, part of it is that maybe it's not steroids. Much is made about whether the use of steroids contributed to home runs, whatever years. They cite April 2000. Very high total for runs per game, 10.8. Highest ever, in fact, was 2000, April of 2000, 10.8 runs per game and 2.6 home runs per game, but also was like the warmest April ever that year. So the article is saying that maybe it's the weather that contributes to offense. A strike here on Buck Coates, now ball 1, 1-1. Heat and humidity play a large role in offense. 2 out. 7 in a row retired by Ohlenberger. He's now behind Buck Coates 2-1.
Are you buying that?
Yes, I am. I bought into it completely. We'll start watching the Weather Channel more closely.
I think you already are.
And here's a smash to center, a base hit. Buck Coates singles to center.
I think in our little weather contest, you have been watching the Weather Channel. I think you get updates on your computer on the Weather Channel, and that's the reason you took the lead.
I'm sitting right beside you for about 2 hours where you can watch my every move. Well, the TV is to your right. A stretch here by Ohlenberger. And a foul out of play to right field. I mean, the guy gets a good lead in the weather contest. You catch up to him, and all of a sudden there's a conspiracy theory. Next, you'll accuse me of taking steroids to improve my weather knowledge. 2 out, 1 on. And a fastball up and in, ball 1. 1-1 on Michael Restovich, the only Cub to reach third base today with that 4th inning double. Over to third on a ground out. 6-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Salt Lake ahead with 14 hits. They've out-hit the Cubs 14-4. But the Cubs are even in the extra base category, 1 each. There's always a silver lining to that dark cloud. We'll start using more analogies with the weather too, Nate. Ball 2, 2-1 on Restovich. Buck Coates with the lead. Breaking ball wrapped around the inside corner. It's been effective with that pitch. 2-2 on Michael Restovich. First baseman Morales. They have a 6-0 lead. He is holding Buck Coates. They play deep in the outfield. Ohlenberger's pitch and a hearty ground ball to the hole left side, backhanded by Ibar. Plants. He throws to first. And what an arm. He fires on to Morales' strike for the out. Very good play by Eric Ibar. We've seen a pretty good bat out of Ibar, and that's a stellar defensive play to take a hit away from Michael Restovich and end the inning. No runs, a hit. One left through 6 at Salt Lake 6. The Iowa Cubs nothing on KXNO.
Some things never change, like America's love for baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. In fact, more Americans choose Chevy than any other brand. Now you can drive a Chevy, too, with the Iowa Cubs Hit a Home Run HHR giveaway. Sign up for your chance to win a brand new Chevy HHR. Then cheer on the Iowa Cubs, because for every home run hit at Principal Park, another winner will be chosen to go on to the finals. Visit moreiowans.drivechevy.com to register and for official rules. No online entry or purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Chevy, baseball's #1 fan.
It can be an embarrassing topic to discuss, even with your doctor. However, hemorrhoids are a serious issue for millions of Americans. If you've been suffering in silence with hemorrhoids that won't go away, it's time for relief. PPH, the procedure for prolapse and hemorrhoids, could be just the ticket to end your frustration and embarrassment. This one-time procedure offers patients less pain and a quicker recovery compared to traditional hemorrhoid surgery. As with any surgical procedure, PPH may present risks. To learn more, talk to your doctor or visit pphinfo.com.
Looking for a hot deal on a cool apartment? Call Signature Place at 515-226-2100. With unique floor plans and superb amenities, Signature Place is luxury you can afford. With customer service beyond compare, why buy a house when you can live carefree without all the hassles? You're minutes from Jordan Creek, from great restaurants, exciting nightlife, and the new Wells Fargo complex. Signature Place welcomes most breeds of dogs. Ask about current specials at 515-226-2100. Signature Place and the Iowa Cubs. What a team.
1460 KXNO.
In the 7th with Salt Lake ahead 6-0. Jeff Mathis will lead off. Swings away, fouled it back, out of play, quick strike. Mathis, Curtis Pride, and Adam Tapkovich. 6 runs, 14 hits Salt Lake, no runs, 4 hits Iowa. 7 Bs left on base. They've been busy Bs today. Cubs have left 4. Pitch inside, ball 1-1. Mathis is 1 for 3 with an RBI single in the 3rd. He skies one to deep right field. Back goes Felix P.A. to the warning track, and he'll make the catch just as he entered the warning track. Now Curtis Pride. Curtis 1 for 2. Andy Shipman now a couple of strong innings in relief of Jerome Williams. Jerome in 4 1/3 allowed 12 hits, 2 walks, 6 runs all earned. He struck out 2. 6-0 Salt Lake in the 7th. 1 out, nobody on. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. And ball 1. Center fielder Buck Coates a step to left on Curtis. We saw him go opposite field twice last night for hits. Here's a fly ball left field near the line. Long run, Michael Restovich. And it's out of play, up in the stands. 1 ball, 1 strike. Back to his position, Michael Restovich. 1 out, nobody on in the 7th. Tomorrow night at 7:05, Cubs and these Bees. Good team. Come out and see Salt Lake take on the Iowa Cubs. This is the Angels affiliate. Off-speed pitch. This one drilled to left center, and that's hit number 15 for Salt Lake. Brings up Adam Tapkovich. Tapkovich and Smith are the only Bees that don't have hits. 14 singles and a double. Tapkovich is 0 for 3. 1 out, 1 on. Cubs have 2 double plays. Let's see if Andy can deal a pair right here. Pops up right side, out of play, a strike. First baseman Singh plays behind Pride. .7:05 game tomorrow, 12:05 on Tuesday. Breaking ball, grounded foul. Manager Harper coaching third with the play. Strike 2, 0-2 on Tapkovich. Ryan O'Malley pitches tomorrow against Stephen Shell. Les Walrond on Tuesday against Jared Weaver. Here's Michael Gardner. We can find out some of his favorite movies, his DVD collection. That fastball, high and inside ball one. Maybe that's the reason, one of the reasons they moved is to make more room for your DVD collection. How many DVDs do you own, Michael?
Maybe 4.
He's off to a slow start with that DVD collection. Foul back out of play. Now, did you buy all 4 of those, or your lovely wife, Barbara?
I don't think either one of us bought any. I think that they're probably gifts. I might have bought that the one with Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra and Grace Kelly. That musical based on the Philadelphia story, and I can't remember the name of the movie right now. I like it so much.
There's ball 2, 2-2 the count on Kapkovich. Do you have Field of Dreams in your collection?
No, I've got Casablanca, and I've got that Crosby Sinatra one, and I've got
fly ball into right center field. Felix PA, Buck Coates, and it's PA calling and catching for the second out.
And I've got that one about the dog show.
Really, the comedy? Best in Show?
Best in Show. I got that one, and then I got another one of those guys called Waiting for Gusman. And I think that's the extent of my DVD collection.
2 out, a couple of fly balls to Felix PA in between a single by Pride. He's at first base. Ryan Buddy, the batter. And Buddy looks at a Shipman breaking ball for strike 1. Now, would you buy one of the T-shirts they have? What does it say again, Nate? Andy Shipman's T-shirts?
1 eye, 2 balls, 3 strikes, you're out. The Andy Shipman fan club T-shirt they made up down in the clubhouse.
No, I didn't know about that. Are they for sale in the store?
Well, Mark Watson, he's the guy to go see.
I think I'll pay.
He's an entrepreneur. Strike at the knees, and it's 0-2 on Buddy. 2 out, 1 on, 6-0 in the 7th. The Cubs in the bottom of the inning will send up Girdor, Fontenot, and Singh. Casey Ohlenberger. Nice job of pitching. Here's a Shipman fastball buried for ball 1. 1-2. Again, a big day for Casey. Casey Kapitsky, a nice ball game for the Cubs. Casey McGee getting married later today. And Casey Ohlenberger, the pitcher for Salt Lake, is shutting out the Cubs on a 4-hitter. 2 out, 1 on. Pride at first base, not holding him on. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, and this one is grounded between Augie Ojeda, Jeff Girdor, base hit left field. 16 hits for Salt Lake. Batter will be Casey Smith. Casey is 0 for 3. Again, just 1 double and 15 singles for the Salt Lake Bees today. Boy, Iowa losing today. Chicago, they're losing to the Padres. Michael, just tough days here for Cubs fans.
No, it's only May. It's only May. You know, you can't give up, Dean. You can't. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out just fine.
Foul out of play right side. And that's a quick strike on Casey Smith. Well, Nate and I, we're not giving up. We're talking about coming out for early work on the radio booth here tomorrow.
I think you guys need early work, to tell you the truth. I'm glad you raised the subject because I was going to talk to you about it after the show.
We're going to bring a few DVDs out and go to work. Maybe we can watch Major League and learn something from that movie. Nate, here's a fly ball right field. The wind pushes it foul, but staying with it, Felix PA. And Felix ties an Iowa Cub record. All 3 putouts by the right fielder here in the 7th inning. No runs, a couple of singles, 2 left on. They'll stretch at Principal Park. It's Salt Lake 6, Iowa no score on KXNO.
Fitness World West, Des Moines' premier fitness center, is celebrating their 20th year anniversary. Join this month and receive the special anniversary promotion of 50% off the joining fee, 1 month unlimited tanning free, and get a free fitness and health evaluation and personal training orientation. Stop by and see all the extras that make Fitness World West the most complete, friendly, and comfortable place to exercise. Find Fitness World West right across from Valley West Mall or call 223-5111. Get more out of life at Fitness World West, 223-5111.
The Radisson Hotel Des Moines Airport is a smart choice for any Iowa Cubs fan. It's a great weekend getaway with all the amenities you would need. The Radisson Hotel is located on Fleur Drive with convenient access to downtown Des Moines, Principal Park, and the Des Moines International Airport. The Radisson Hotel offers a wide variety of packages for a relaxing romantic getaway or a memorable family weekend. Find out more about the Radisson Hotel at 515-285 7777 or on the web at Radisson.com.
Someday you're going to wake up in the house you've always wanted. Only thing is, it's today, and you're not there yet. Well, someday can be today. With our Priority Buyer Mortgage Pre-Approval, Wells Fargo can help you purchase the home that's right for you. So whether you're looking for the perfect home or a great property investment, we're here for you. Why wait for someday? Ask about Wells Fargo Home Mortgage Priority Buyer Pre-Approval today. Wells Fargo, the next stage. Wells Fargo Home Mortgage is a division of Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Craig Sheeman. Join me and James Washington for Out of Bounds on Fox, weekday mornings from 9 till noon here on Des Moines Sports Station, 1460 KXNO Des Moines.
Back here at Principal Park, we're in the last of the 7th inning. Iowa Cubs trail Salt Lake 6-0. Salt Lake 6 runs, 16 hits, no errors. Iowa Cubs no runs, 4 hits, no errors. And Jeff Deerdorf to lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
And we've got a replacement, right? Larry Infante in the game at second. Casey Smith over to short.
And Infante will take Eric Ibar's spot at the top of the Salt Lake lineup.
Called strike from Ohlenberger to Jeff Deerdorf. Play begins in the bottom of the 7th with Salt Lake ahead 6-0 over the Iowa Cubs. Just a bit outside, ball one. Jeff Deerdorf, again, he's homered back-to-back games. Second time he's done that this season. He's 0 for 2 today. Leads off the 7th. And a grounder pulled foul left side as Perry Leitenberg is now throwing in the Iowa bullpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jeff Deerdorf, Mike Fontenot on deck, and then Brandon Singh, 6-0. The Bees ahead with 16 hits. They've left 9 men on. Breaking ball, line to left. Base hit. Good start for the Cubs. Here in the bottom of the 7th, their 5th hit, a hanging breaking ball from Ohlenberger. And now Mike Fontenot, he's 1 for 2 with a single. How many books do you own, Michael?
Oh, I own more books than me. Hundreds and hundreds of books. I was listening to you guys. You said Eric with a K, but right here it says
CK.
K in the end, E-R-I-C-K. Here's a called strike blown away on Mike Fontenot. Deerdorf with a leadoff hit. Nobody out of the bottom of the 7th. Salt Lake ahead 6-0.
On the score sheet, it has it with a C, and on the roster, it has it with a CK.
Ball one, 1-1. Mike Fontenot is base hit back in the 2nd. Second time today the Cubs get the leadoff man on base. Again, they've had only 1 runner to third. The stretch and the pitch by Ohlenberger outside, and he's behind Mike Fontenot 2-1. Andy Shipman, nice work there in long relief. 2 2/3 innings, 4 hits, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout. 6-0. Bottom of the 7th. And that pitch high outside, ball 3, 3-1. Of course, this nice lead, you want to throw strikes. Ohlenberger behind 3-1, and with the man on, nobody out, 3 ball, 1 strike count. There will be some action in the bullpen for the Salt Lake Bees, the Angels affiliate. They play Mike Fontenot to pull. Same 2 teams tomorrow at 7:05. Backdoor breaking ball just a bit outside. Surprised you threw him that pitch, Nate, at 3-1 with a 6-0 lead.
Very surprised you threw it with a 6-run lead, especially in the 7th inning here. And Ohlenberger facing the 3rd time through the Iowa Cubs lineup here. So I guess with Fontenot up there, Fontenot has swung the bat pretty good against him so far today. Decided to go with a breaking ball there on a full count.
Brandon Singh 0 for 2. Casey McGee had been coaching first base, and now he goes to the dugout. Michael Gardner says to get that tux ready, and he's going to be married after the game. Salt Lake ahead 6-0 in the 7th. Ohlenberger's pitch is low to Brandon Singh, ball 1. And the Bees do have a lefty throwing in the bullpen, as the catcher Mathis is out to visit with Ohlenberger. A single and a walk, 2 men on base. Mathis giving the left-hander some more time. Salt Lake, they're leading the league in runs scored, so they have a prolific offense, but also very good pitching. They're tied for second in the league in ERA. And it's reflected in the record. They have the best record in the league at 22-13. Pitch line inside, and Ohlenberger seems to be losing it a bit here in the bottom of the seventh. His longest outing this season. Let's see, he went 6 in his last start. That's been it. That's been his longest outing, 6 innings on Tuesday at Omaha. And another breaking ball, and that one is low for ball 3. 2 on. Nobody out in the seventh. The Cubs, with one big hit, will be right back in the game. It trails 6-0. Designated hitter Matt Padgett on deck. Thinking might be if they bring in the left-handed reliever, then Mike Quade would bring in Casey McGee to pinch hit for Matt Padgett. Strike on the outside corner. 3-1 on Brandon Singh. Cubs manager Mike Quade electing to give Casey McGee the day off, at least for starting today's game, since he's being married later today. Beardorf at second, Fontenot at first base. The stretch and the pitch by Ohlenberger. Ground ball to third, might be 2. Paskovich to Infante on to first. It's off the bag is Morales, but he tagged out Brandon Singh in the leg. Good job by Kendry Morales. Pulled off the bag towards home plate, and he put the tag on Brandon Singh, so they complete the double play with Jeff Beardorf taking third.
Well, it all started with Ohlenberger executing a breaking ball on a 3-1 count to Brandon Singh. So normally you would think if you're Singh that you're going to be getting a fastball in that 3-1 count, up 6 runs, wanting to stay out of the big inning. So you would think you're going to get challenged, but Ohlenberger decided to go with the breaking ball and gets the 5-4-3 double play, so a big pitch.
Strike outside, ball 1. A pop out, a strikeout. 6-0 in the seventh. Good swing and a foul to the backstop. Strike 1, 1-1. Looks like we'll see Kerry Leitenberg in the 8th inning. Stretch by Ohlenberger, and the kick and the pitch. There's that breaking ball, grounded foul into the Salt Lake dugout.
Things continue to get worse in Chicago, Dean, and Roberto Novoa gives up a 3-run home run to Khalil Green. So now the Cubs trail the Padres 8-0.
So the 2 top teams in the Chicago system being outscored today 14-0 thus far. Hideaway ball 2. 2-2 the count. 2 out, a runner at third base, Jeff Beardorf. Salt Lake ahead 6-0 at the bottom of the seventh. Today's paid attendance 4,297, 4,297 at Principal Park. Breaking ball squirted foul off the end of the bat, off to the left, rolling the grass and started to trickle back towards the chalk. Matt Padgett was making his way down to first base, so Paskovich picked it up. Foul ball. Count holding at 2-2. A number of major leaguers today are using some pink bats. I think it's about a dozen big leaguers with the pink bats. I believe it's for breast cancer, I want to say, a fundraiser. You know more about it, Michael?
I watched some on television. Said on almost every team, at least one person would be taking at least one bat with the pink bat, and it's for the fight against breast cancer.
Swing of the miss, Matt Padgett. He goes down swinging. So Ohlenberger, he did struggle through the seventh, but he navigates through it nicely, not allowing a run. Got a big double play. No runs a hit. Man left at third. We have played 7. Salt Lake 6. The Cubs nothing. This is Iowa Cubs baseball on KXNO.
For a refreshing change from the ordinary hotel, make your next stay in Des Moines the most enjoyable ever. Stay at the Wildwood Lodge, located just off the University exit of I-8035. The Wildwood Lodge is now offering a special Iowa Cubs package for 2 or 4 fans. The package includes hats, tickets to the game, concession dollars, and lodging, starting at only $129. Only 15 minutes from Principal Park. The Wildwood Lodge. Call 1-800-728-1223 or go to wildwoodlodge.com.
It's 3 in the afternoon, and once again you're at the Coke machine. But the Coke machine sounds a little different today. You wonder if the Coke is stuck. You wonder if you're going to have to show the Coke machine a little tough love. You do not have to show the Coke machine any tough love. Be patient. He knows you're a regular, and he's trying to find that special Coke that's right next to the refrigeration unit and a little cooler than the rest. See? He likes you. Not even the luckiest guy in the world will go through life without the delivery guy forgetting his Coke. But we can't blame them. Their title is pizza delivery guy or Chinese food delivery guy, not Coca-Cola delivery guy. You'd be way more shocked if they remembered the Coke and forgot the fried rice. So give the guy a break. He's worked 4 pro football seasons, 3 NCAA March Madness tournaments, seen the rise of NASCAR and the blizzard of 2002. You should be offering him the Coke.
1460 KXNO.
We've completed 7 here at Principal Park. It's the U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. It's right-handed reliever Kerry Leitenberg on in the top of the 8th inning for the Iowa Cubs. Leitenberg 1-0 with a 1.86 ERA, on for his 9th appearance. 9 2/3 innings, 9 hits allowed, only 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting .250 against Kerry.
U.S. Cellular called to the bullpen. Kerry Leitenberg. 6 runs, 16 hits, Salt Lake. No runs, 5 hits, Iowa. Airless game. Each team with 2 double plays. Larry Infante leads off. Foul back out of play, quick strike. Infante batting 130 at Class A Cedar Rapids, but he got here quick to back up the infielders. Ibar out of the game. Infante in. They've got a couple of other infielders with some minor injuries. Switch hitter, and he fouled it back out of play again, strike 2. You also understand they slipped in a new left fielder in the bottom of the 7th, Anderson Rosario. Infante, Willits, and Gorno here in the 8th inning. Aiming at the outside corner, Kerry just misses ball 1. 1-2 the count. So Chicago at home today, losing to the Padres. The Cubs will play the Twins in Minneapolis this season. There's a bouncing ball, slowly hit the second, charging in for the glove work. Fontenot, the throw to Brandon Singh to retire Infante. That's how we begin the 8th inning with Salt Lake ahead 6-0. Chicago Cubs at Minnesota, June 23rd, 24th, 25th. You can get your tickets for those games right here at Principal Park. Just go to the ticket window or call 1-800-33-TWINS or go to the internet at twinsbaseball.com. The Cubs at the Twins, June 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And now it's Reggie Willits, and he takes a strike blown away. Nice location there by Kerry Leitenberg. Willits is 3 for 4, 3 singles, been caught stealing a couple of times, does have a 2 RBI game, scored a run. Fouled off to the left of the plate, strike 2, 0-2 the count. Gorno on deck. It's the 8th inning. The Bees ahead 6-0 in the second game of the series. They play really straight away in the outfield. Felix PA and right. Buck Coates maybe a step to left and center to get a better look at home plate. Popped up by Willits. This one behind second, surrounded by Augie Ojeda. The catch made for the second out. 2 out for Nick Gorno with the bases empty. Gorno is 3 for 3, 2 singles, a double. Jay Cook Rube getting the pitch today for the Chicago Cubs against San Diego. Gorno, boy, last night scored a run today. He scored 3 times as he takes a strike.
And as we mentioned earlier, Gorno with a great year last year for Salt Lake, led the league in RBIs. So pretty solid hitter up here for Salt Lake.
Ball 1, 2 outs, nobody on. Iowa Cubs getting Angel Guzman back from Chicago. He'll start Thursday in Fresno. Jay Cook-Rue pitching for Chicago today. Inside the Gorno, ball 2-1. We mentioned he has 3 hits. Willits 3 hits. Morales has 3 hits. Pride 2 hits. Buddy 2 hits. And Ibar 2 hits before he left. 6 multi-hit games for the Bees. As a team, the Cubs have 5 hits. Foul back to the screen. 2-2 the count on Gorno, number 22. We're in the 8th inning. 2 outs, nobody on. The Cubs in the bottom of the inning will send up Casey Kapitsky, Felix P.A., Augie Ojeda. Let's see if there's a new pitcher out there for the Bees. Foul back to the backstop. Count holding at 2-2. This game sponsored in part by your Des Moines Metro Ford dealers, Quality Ford of West Des Moines, Charles Gabus Ford in the Merle Hay Auto Mile, Dewey Ford of Ankeny, Cyrus Ford in Waukee, and Noble Ford of Indianola, your Des Moines Metro Ford dealers. A ground ball slowly hits the third, charging in Deerdorf, makes the play, hesitates, throws, and not in time. Couldn't get the ball out of the glove initially in that split second. Gave Gorno time enough to leg it out for an infield hit. 17 hits for Salt Lake. And now they're switch hitting first baseman Kendry Morales. He's 3 for 4, 3 RBI game. Again, they have 16 singles and a double for their 17 hits. 8th inning, 6-0, Salt Lake ahead. First baseman Singh will play behind the runner. Barry Leitenberg to stretch the pitch, and he pins a fastball low and away. Again, nice location. Strike 1, 89 miles per hour to Kendry Morales. The Cubs came into play today 8 games behind Nashville. Breaking ball low, ball 1-1. Just a game ahead of Memphis. Barry Leitenberg bends over to pick up the sign. Now the right-hander set, 1-1 pitch. Lined up the middle of base hit. Another base knock for Morales and Salt Lake. That's 18 hits. Gorno down to second. 2 on, 2 out for Jeff Mathis.
Well, the combination of Gorno and Morales in this Salt Lake lineup now combining for 8 hits between the two of them here. So Gorno and Morales having big days for Salt Lake.
Jeff Mathis 1 for 4 with a run batted in. 2 on, 2 out. In the 8th inning, Salt Lake, they've left 9 men on. Catcher Kapitsky hangs the sign. Strike on the inside corner. Again, a left-hander in the bullpen, maybe to pitch in the bottom of the 8th.
Looks like left-hander John Rowenhorst.
There's a call, strike 0-2. Try to spell that one. Leitenberg's 0-2 is outside ball 1-2 on Jeff Mathis. 2 on, 2 out in the Salt Lake 8th inning. Rowenhorst is Rouwenhorst. And a long first name, Jonathan. Jonathan Rowenhorst. Apparently will pitch in the bottom of the 8th. We'll call him JR. 2 out, 2 on. Ground ball to the second baseman, Mike Fontenot, fielding and throwing to Brandon Singh to retire Mathis and the Salt Lake Bees. No runs, couple of singles, 2 left. They've left 11 men on, and we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Salt Lake 6, the Iowa Cubs, no score on KXNO.
Hey Cub fans, another exciting season of Iowa Cubs baseball under the lights is made possible by Iowa's own Musco Lighting. Musco Lighting is a world-class leader in sports lighting. Musco specializes in permanent and temporary lighting services, including major and minor league baseball stadiums across the country. Musco Lighting also makes sports lighting happen around the world, from NASCAR super speedways to Olympic Games to hometown Little League fields. Supporting the Iowa Cubs, Musco Lighting, a world-class leader in sports lighting.
Northern Tool and Equipment.
Hi, I'm at the park, and somebody has one of those poodles with the big poofy haircuts. It's freaking me out.
I am freaked out with you. Okay, what you're going to need is a 1.5 horsepower, double reciprocating, 24-inch bladed, high-torque, gas-powered hedge trimmer.
Hey, it almost looks like a dog now.
There's no problem a little horsepower can't solve. Northern Tool and Equipment, where warriors prepare for battle.
Coventry Healthcare of Iowa proudly supports the Iowa Cubs. The same traits leading to success in sports are found in an effective health plan. Strength, flexibility, excelling at fundamentals. That's what thousands of employers, individuals, and seniors have chosen Coventry for their health coverage. They win with best-in-class service, broad provider network, and affordable product options, because maintaining good health is everything. By focusing on doing the right things on time with the right partners, Coventry will continue to be not only competitive, but a leader in their league. It's a formula for success the Iowa Cubs have always known.
1460 KXNO.
The U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen brings in left-hander Jonathan Rowenhorst for Salt Lake. Rowenhorst making his 16th appearance for Salt Lake. He's 1-2 with a 3.86 ERA. He does have one save, 18 2/3 innings, 17 hits, 8 runs. He's walked 8, struck out 13. Opponents are hitting .243.
Casey Kopitsky will lead off against him. Very nice outing today. Ohlenberger in line to win the game, and there's a strike from JR. Jonathan Rowenhorst.
We're definitely coming in for early work tomorrow.
Casey, a right-handed hitter against the lefty. That pitch is up and away for a ball, 1-1. 6'1", 180. Rowenhorst, that is. He's from Anaheim. Probably grew up an Angels fan. Bottom of the 8th, Casey 1 for 2. And he's now 2 out of 3. He rockets one to right center, base hit. Leaping up was second baseman Infante. Couldn't catch it. Casey Kopitsky with a big day. Tell you, it's a big day for Casey.
Big day for Casey.
Casey Ohlenberger. Casey with a K. 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs. Walked 2, struck out 4. 10 groundouts. Had a good sinker going today. Casey Kopitsky 2 out of 3. Casey McGee getting married in a matter of minutes. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Strike on the outside corner. Rowenhorst to Felix P.A. Felix 0 for 3. Their bullpen might need some work. They're sending some more players down to the bullpen from the dugout. Up and away, a ball, 1-1. 6-0 is the score. Cubs trail in the bottom of the 8th. Now, keep in mind they were shut out a couple of nights ago by Colorado Springs. They lost last night 8-2. And they've had trouble scoring runs on the season, but especially this homestand. Blowing away a ball. Leadoff single by Casey Kopitsky. They had the leadoff hit last inning, could not cash in. Leadoff single in the 3rd. Bottom of the 8th, they trail 6-0. Fouled at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Felix P.A. With Nate Toit, this is Dean Ellis, Steve Young, our producer-engineer. Thanks for joining us today for Iowa Cubs baseball from Principal Park on a chilly day. 6-0 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs are behind in their last 6 games now, not including today's game. The Cubs were only hitting .200 in their last 6 games. They scored only 51 runs in their last 19 games. That's about 2.7 per game. And in those 19 games, as the breaking ball blown away, close pitch, ball 3, but in the last 19 games, the Iowa Cubs have scored 2 or fewer runs in 9 of those 19. The last 5 games, spanning 51 innings, they've scored only 11 runs. Felix PA and a 3-2 pitch, ground ball to second base, and Fonte to Smith for 1 to first, and just in time for the double play. Nice job, and Fonte to Smith to Morales, and with the 2-for-1 special, 2 out and nobody on. Felix PA not the easiest guy to double up. Base is empty now for Augie. The old bat right-handed. He's 0 for 2 today. 6-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Rauenhorst, he split last season between AA, AAA. 47 games overall. Had 3 saves, 7 wins. Bounced up the middle, tapped out to shortstop Smith, fielding and throwing on the run to Kendry Morales at first base for the out, and that completes the 8th. No runs a hit. We go to the 9th inning. Salt Lake 6, Iowa nothing. This is Iowa Cubs baseball on KXNO.
Fitness World West, Des Moines' premier fitness center, is celebrating their 20th year anniversary. Join this month and receive the special anniversary promotion of 50% off the joining fee, 1 month unlimited tanning free, and get a free fitness and health evaluation and personal training orientation. Stop by and see all the extras that make Fitness World West the most complete, friendly, and comfortable place to exercise. Find Fitness World West right across from Valley West Mall or call 223-5111. Get more out of life at Fitness World West, 223-5111.
Every game of baseball is full of calls. The called strike, the called tag, the call to postpone a game due to rain. Most are good calls. Some aren't. That's baseball. One call you're sure to agree with is to Mediacom for their new phone service. With Mediacom phones, there are no additional charges for long-distance calling to anywhere in the U.S. or Canada. Call waiting or caller ID. And Mediacom phone service is available for as little as $29.95 a month when bundled with other Mediacom services. If you're looking for a winning combination, make the play to Mediacom.
At Ford, we believe leaders are just more driven. Like the all-new Midwest Limited Edition Ford F-150 with switch-on-the-fly four-wheel drive, a 5.4-liter V8 tow-and-go package. Plus, is E85 alternative fuel capable at no additional charge. Lease one today for $229 a month. See your local Ford dealer today. 24-month lease with $27.99 due at signing. Excludes taxes, title, license, registration, and acquisition fees. Not all buyers will qualify. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by 5/31/2006. See dealer for complete details.
1460 KXNO.
Nate Toyd along with Dean Ellis. We're in the 9th inning. Our U.S. Cellular caller to the bullpen brings in Michael Wirtz for the Iowa Cubs. U.S. Cellular reminds you Easy Edge is the perfect way for the fan on the go to be kept in the loop with up-to-the-minute scores, game, and player stats, plus local weather and news, all right there on your cell phone. Stop by your local U.S. Cellular store and activate your own line. U.S. Cellular, we connect with you. And Wirtzy is 1-0 with a 1.64 ERA, on for his 8th appearance for the Iowa Cubs. He does have 1 save, 11 innings pitched, 10 hits, 4 runs, 2 of those earned, 5 walks, 13 punch-outs, and opponents are batting .222 against Wirtzy.
Curtis Pride will lead off. Oh, no, that's right. We've got the youngster in the game now, Anderson Rosario. He bats right-handed. Pitch is high inside, ball 1. Rosario is 0 for 5 this season. 4 of his 5 outs have been strikeouts. Again, they lost a player by the name of Murphy to the big leagues, who's in the top 10 in hitting. There's ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. Tommy Murphy is 7th in the league in hitting at .352 now with the LA Angels of Anaheim. Swing and a miss at the high heat. 2 balls and a strike. Rosario, Tapkovich, and Buddy in the 9th inning. And the Bees have a right-hander getting loose in the bullpen. Swing and a miss at the high heat again. 88 miles per hour. 2-2 the count. 6-0, Salt Lake ahead. 18 hits for the Bees. Swing and a miss to the pitch in the dirt. Good scoop save by Casey Kopitsky to complete that strikeout. That's it for Rosario, and now Adam Pavkovich, he's 0 for 4. The Bees have left 11 men on. 6 runs, 18 hits. Cubs no runs on 6 hits. The Cubs gave up 22 hits. I believe that was Nashville? No, Round Rock. Yeah, they lost here to Round Rock 15-4. Round Rock had 22 hits in that game. Strike one on Pavkovich. Straight away and center and right. Michael Restovich is off the line. The stretch, the pitch by Michael Wirtz. Good fastball. Swing and a miss, strike two. Looks like he's got his velocity back.
Well, they sent Wirtzy down because he needed to build up some arm strength when he was up with Chicago, and so far down here he's been lights out, and his arm strength appears to be back there.
Ground ball past the glove of Michael Wirtz, but backed up by second baseman Fondo, fielding and throwing on to Brandon Singh for the out. It's almost a changeup off the bat of Pavkovich.
And if you're Pavkovich, you're really frustrated. If you're with Salt Lake with 18 hits, so everybody pretty much getting involved in the action except for Pavkovich. He's 0 for 5 today.
2 out, nobody on base for Ryan Buddy. Buddy had 2 out of 3 with a walk. Pair of singles. Again, they have only 1 extra base hit. 18 hits, but 17 singles and a double. Fastball, low, ball 1. Cubs in the bottom of the 9th will send up Coates, Restovich, and Deerdorf. 3, 4, 5 hitters. There's a strike, 1-1. And as always, the meat of the order brought to you by Iowa's beef producers. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Two out, and the 1-1 pitch. Strike, and the count 1-2. Good to hear Nate say that if his mom were around today, she's off visiting his sister, but if she were here, Nate talked about fixing, 3, 5 different dishes for a meal for Mother's Day. Here's a swing and a miss. A shame she's out of town. Buddy strikes out. Very impressive inning for Michael Wirtz. Bookend strikeouts and a weak ground ball in between. Now we go to the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs need 6 to tie, 7 to win. Salt Lake 6 and the Iowa Cubs nothing on KXNO.
Mow 'em down with one of the new John Deere Select Series mowers from the Van Wall Group. This new family of mowers and tractors is a fresh and innovative way to think about lawn tractors. They're redesigned from the wheels up. The John Deere Select 300 Series with all-wheel steer will make you think you're riding on rails. The new 500 Series with power steering and rear traction differential lock is ready for any terrain. And the impressive 700 Series with fuel-injected engines, all-wheel drive, diesel engine options, a 62-inch cutting deck, and full hydraulic lift allows you thousands of possibilities. Let the Van Wall Group help you find the John Deere Select Series to meet your needs. Visit your local Van Wall Group store in Ames, Ankeny, Colfax, Des Moines, Madrid, Nevada, Perry, Story City, and Urbandale. The Van Wall Group, where service is the key to a great relationship.
American Family followed us everywhere.
Wherever they moved, Brad and Kim Tyler liked the security of having American Family Auto Insurance.
All I had to do was call my agent, and immediately they follow up on it.
They're very responsive.
They take care of us.
Call today for a free, no-obligation auto quote. American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
See the yellow pages for the American Family agent nearest you and call today. Or visit us at amfam.com.
For every life change, Better Bank.
Back at Principal Park, we're in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Iowa Cubs trail it 6-0 over Salt Lake. Our U.S. Cellular caller to the bullpen brings in right-hander Matt Wilhite. Wilhite 1-1 with a 3.00 ERA, on for his 15th appearance. He does have one save, 21 innings pitched, 19 hits, 8 runs, 7 of those earned, 8 walks, 6 strikeouts, and opponents are batting .244 against Will Height.
And he will be challenged by Buck Coates, Michael Restovich, Jeff Beardorf, left-handed hitter, and then 2 from the right side. The right-hander, Will Height. Buck today 1 for 3. 6-0 Salt Lake in the bottom of the ninth. Sidearm pitch is pinned on the inside corner, strike 1. 24-year-old right-hander from Franklin, Kentucky. 56 appearances with AA Arkansas last season. Low and inside, ball 1, 1-1. It's the bottom of the ninth inning. Deep and right, Gorno. Willits a couple of steps to right field and center. Rosario straight away deep and left. Swing and a miss. Nice location, low and away. Strike 2. 1-2 on Buck Coates. Bottom of the ninth inning. Salt Lake ahead 6-0. Casey Olenberger would pick up the win. Jerome Williams would suffer the loss as it stands now. Fouled at the plate. Good sidearm changeup right there, and the count holding of the ball, 2 strikes. Will Height wears number 5 as a pitcher. Buck waits on the 1-2 pitch. First batter up here in the bottom of the ninth. And a timeout. 7:05 tomorrow night, 12:05 on Tuesday. Good to see Cleo Welch back with the Cubs today. Here's a line drive, foul, right field line, 1-2 on Buck Coates. He missed yesterday's game, had to attend a graduation. Cleo, great job down there on the home side. Bob, a terrific job on the visiting side. And the clubhouses here at Principal Park. Broken back ground ball back to Willits, and it got past him. And no play for the third baseman, Tavkovich. That should be an error. It's not easy, though, to field that position. You can be fooled by those ground balls, especially your number one, your primary responsibility, make a good pitch, and then all of a sudden you have to set yourself and maybe make a fielding play. So on the game's first error, no, it's a hit. Base hit, I guess, for Buck. 1 on, leadoff man on base for the 3rd straight inning. Cubs yet to cash in. Here's a fly ball left center field. On to go is Rosario, and he'll make the running catch. Fairly deep left center, the line out by Michael Restovich, hooking back to the left fielder. 1 out, 1 on for Jeff Beardorf. Michael Restovich is now 1 for 4. He does extend that hitting streak. 10 in a row. Jeff Beardorf 1 for 3 today. 6-0 Salt Lake ahead.
I was going to say, going back to that base hit by Buck Coates as a pitcher, when you deliver the ball, you don't pick up the ball till probably the last about 6 or 8 inches of the pitch, and a lot of times when the hitter goes to swing, you judge where the ball is going to be or how hard it's hit by the swing of the hitter, and that's pretty much what Will Height did right there. He thought the ball was hit a lot harder than it was, and it kind of deked him a little bit, but at any rate, any time those balls are hit back at you, they're hard chances for the pitcher to come up with.
Ground ball foul, left side, strike 2. 1 out, 1 on. Buck Coates at first base. Jeff Beardorf, the batter. Mike Fontenot on deck. The right-hander, Will Height. The pause, the pitch. Breaking ball, ground ball off the glove of the pitcher, Will Height. Picks it up. Throw to first base for the out. Buck Coates down to second. And the batter will be Mike Fontenot.
You mentioned Will Height wearing number 5, Dean. He might want to think about changing jerseys. You got a target on that thing right now. Playing a little dodgeball out there.
He had a couple of ground balls his way. Runner at second, Buck Coates. Cubs down to their last out. Mike Fontenot has been on base twice with a single and a walk. 6-0 in the bottom of the ninth. At the knees, a strike blown away from the right-hander, Matt Will Height. I always say the sidearmers should have trouble against left-handed hitters. Let's see what happens here. They play Mike Fontenot to pull, and they're deep in the outfield. The 0-1 pulls a ground ball, bouncing out to second, and Fonte lays the leather on it. He throws over to Morales to retire Mike Fontenot. And the Cubs in Salt Lake now back-to-back wins over the Iowa Cubs. No runs a hit. One man left on. The final score, Salt Lake shuts out Iowa. Final score of 6-0. The Bees over the Cubs. Salt Lake 6, Iowa no score. Stay tuned. We'll have the Extra Innings postgame show next on Des Moines Sports Station, 1460 AM KXNO.
You've been listening to Iowa Cubs baseball. Stay tuned. The Extra Innings postgame show is right around the corner. Today's game has been brought to you by Coventry Healthcare of Iowa. Papa John's Pizza, available at Principal Park. Your Des Moines Metro Ford dealers: Noble Ford, Quality Ford, Stivers Ford, Charles Davis Ford, and Dewey Ford. By Wells Fargo. By Post Cereal and American TV Furniture and Appliance. Iowa Cubs baseball is also sponsored by U.S. Cellular, Musco Lighting, Blank Children's Hospital, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling, PPH, T-Galaxy, the Iowa Lottery, Signature Place Apartments, and Mediacom. Follow the iCubs all season long on Des Moines Sports Station 1460 KXNO. Broadcast rights for today's game are the property of the Greater Des Moines Baseball Company. Stay tuned. The Extra Innings post-game show is next.
Hey, baseball fans, it's baseball season. So make plans today to head down to Principal Park in Des Moines to watch the Iowa Cubs in action. The Iowa Cubs provide great family entertainment at affordable prices all summer long. Principal Park is the perfect place to hold birthday parties or group outings. So visit www.iowacubs.com for schedule and game information, or call the Cubs office at 1-800-GO-I-CUBS. Iowa Cubs baseball, it's great family fun all summer long.
1460 KXNO.
Des Moines Sports Station 1460 KXNO and the Greater Des Moines Baseball Company now present the Extra Innings postgame show. With a recap of today's game and all the major and minor league scores, we now send you back to the ballpark for the Extra Innings postgame show.
Welcome back to Principal Park. The Iowa Cubs having a difficult homestand. They dropped 3 out of 4 games to Colorado Springs. In fact, their one win was a 4-run bottom of the ninth comeback win with a walk-off home run, Felix TA. And now they dropped the first 2 games to the Salt Lake Bees. With Nate Toit, this is Dean Ellis, Steve Young, our producer-engineer for Iowa Cubs baseball. Today, Salt Lake 6-0, 6 runs, 18 hits, no errors, leaving 11. The Cubs, no runs on 7 hits, no errors, leaving 6. Olenberger, the winning pitcher, 3-0 record. Jerome Williams, the losing pitcher, just the reverse. He's 0-3. 2-hour, 33-minute game. 4,297, 4,297. Today's attendance, Salt Lake, the best record in the league at 23-13. Iowa Cubs, 13 wins and 22 losses. And Nate, I think we could replay what you said last night about the Bees. Just an all-around, well-played ball game for Salt Lake. All phases of the game functioning for the Bees in their victory today.
Well, they're operating on all cylinders right now, and they were third in the league coming in team hitting, and they're third in the league in team pitching. Actually tied for second in the league in team pitching. And with the shutout today over the Iowa Cubs, you can bet that team ERA is going to go down. So look for them to be second alone tomorrow, and then with the 18 hits, they're probably pretty close to catching Albuquerque now as well. So Salt Lake is doing everything right, and when you got a struggling offense like the Iowa Cubs have right now, it gets magnified a little bit, and you end up with results like we saw here today. But there were a couple positives in this Iowa Cubs lineup. Buck Coates with 2 for 4, and then Mike Restovich extending his hitting streak, and then Casey Kapitsky had a great game for the Iowa Cubs today. He had 2 base hits, and then he threw out 2 Salt Lake Bees trying to steal second as well. So all's not lost, and the Iowa Cubs bullpen was sharp again today with Wirtz, Leitenberg, and Shipman. So the bullpen continues to be there, and it's a tough one for Jerome Williams, but he's been there before, and he's a veteran guy. He knows what he has to do to bounce back, and I guess we just look forward to tomorrow. And that's what's great about baseball, is that today is over with, and you move on, and you regroup and try to come back tomorrow and get a W.
And the Iowa Cub record, 13-22, when Casey McGee is a single person, and he's about to be married. So we start a brand new slate tomorrow for Casey McGee and the Iowa Cubs.
Well, we'll see how married life treats Casey McGee as a ball player, and I'm sure He's hustling down there in that clubhouse to get that tuxedo on and everything else. But
wait, he's still in the dugout. What's going on?
He's late for his own wedding. What's he doing? But
no, he's down. He's in the clubhouse.
It's kind of a different thing going on here at Principal Park. I don't know. This has got to be the first wedding ever at Principal Park, doesn't it? I don't think they probably ever.
I thought we had one right on the field a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yep. Not a first, but a first maybe up in the skybox area out there by the Cub Club. Jeff Lance, I'm sure Matt Nordby will have notes and statistics on that in tomorrow's game notes here prior to the Cubs game with Salt Lake. We'll talk about that in a moment. Salt Lake, by the way, with 17 singles and a double today for their 18 hits. Gorno and Morales each have 4 hits, so they combined for 8 hits, out hitting the Cubs, Gorno and Morales, 8-7. And for the Bees, also 3 hits for Willits, 2 for Ibar, 2 for Pride, and 2 for Buddy. Again, the Bees over the Iowa Cubs by a 6-0 margin today. And let's go right to our scores. Not a good day for Cubs fans, not only losing here 6-0, the AAA team falling to the Salt Lake Bees, but the Major League team also losing. We'll update that in just a moment. They did just lose to San Diego. But let's check in on the Pacific Coast League. Other games today. Memphis at Tucson. That's tonight. Round Rock at Portland, a later start. But at Omaha, they're in the 8th inning with Colorado Springs roughing up the Royals. Boy, the Sky Sox got hot here, and it continues in Omaha. They're ahead today 8-2. Oklahoma squeezed by Fresno 2-1. Elsewhere, it's Nashville playing at Las Vegas, and the 51s, the Dodger team, very good this season. They're pounding Nashville 9-1 in the 4th inning. Albuquerque at Tacoma just underway, and Sacramento at New Orleans, that's a later start. Again, here it was Salt Lake 6, and the Iowa Cubs, nothing, shut out for the second time. 2 of the last 3 losses for the Cubs have been by the shutout. Turning the page to Major League Baseball in the National League, New York at Milwaukee, a 4-4 tie in the bottom of the 8th. Arizona at St. Louis, 7-4. The Diamondbacks ahead as the Cardinals bat in the bottom of the 7th. The Dodgers and the Giants at San Francisco, 1-0 San Francisco in the top of the 3rd. And now the finals. Washington defeated Atlanta 8-1. The Braves got their only run on a Betterman home run in the bottom of the 9th. Armas the win, quietly having a good year with his 4th victory. Washington 8. Atlanta 1. Soriano with his 12th home run. They played 12. A terrific game at Cincinnati. They've had a couple of good games in that series. And Ryan Howard hits 2 solo home runs. And the Phillies vanquished the Reds 2-1 in 12 innings today. Howard has 12 home runs. Jason LaRue, the Reds run with a home run in the 5th. Florida, they picked up the victory at Pittsburgh 8-2. And Cabrera and Joe Borchard hit home runs in that ball game for the Marlins. And finally a win for Brian Moeller. He had a long losing streak. He was 0-4 this year, but he gets the W today. Colorado at Houston, and the Astros blanked the Rockies 3-0. Andy Pettit over Francis. Berkman, home run number 13. Ensberg, number 12. And it was San Diego 9, Chicago nothing. Chicago had only 2 hits. Hensley over Hill. Khalil Green smacked a home run. Jay Cook Rue made his big league debut in that contest for Chicago. I don't think he gave up a run, J.K.
1 run, I think he gave up.
1 run, maybe? Yep. Over in the American League, Texas at Boston rained out again. Final scores, Toronto 8, Tampa Bay 3. It was the A's salvaging the last game of the series at New York, 6-1. They topped the Yankees. Chicago at Minnesota coming up tonight. And in the 4th inning at Anaheim, it's Seattle 7 and the LA Angels 4. 4 home runs in that game already for the M's. Kansas City at Baltimore, 6-4. In the bottom of the 8th, the Royals lead the Orioles. Tejada with his 11th home run. And in the bottom of the 9th inning, Cleveland, Detroit, they're ahead 3-2. Indians bat in the bottom of the 9th with 1 on and nobody out in that contest. Although, no, just 1 out now. Hollinsworth, I guess, just struck out. So 3-2 Tigers in the bottom of the 9th at Cleveland. And you're up to date on the scores from Principal Park, our extra innings postgame show. This is Dean Ellis with Nate Toit. About to wrap it up as Salt Lake defeats the Iowa Cubs 6-0. And the great thing about Baseball, Nate, it's a brand new day tomorrow for the Cubs and the Salt Lake Bees at 7:05.
Well, that's the great thing about having a 144-game season is you take one like you did today on the chin, and you wake up tomorrow, it's a new day, and you get to come to the ballpark, and if you're a hitter, you're 0 for 0, and if you're a pitcher, you got a chance to, start a new, hopefully streak, and if you're a starter, a new streak in your numbers there as well, and it's only May, as we alluded to earlier today with Michael Gartner. It is only May, and a lot of games to go, and so with the pitching that this Iowa Cubs staff has, the pitching can definitely take them a long ways. It's just a matter of trying to get the ducks on the line here for the offense and string together a couple of hits and steal a couple of bases and try to manufacture a run. I just think the biggest thing is trying to score early and slow the game down a little bit and relax and let the game come to these guys.
That's what we shall do tonight. Slow down, relax, enjoy the rest of Mother's Day. Ryan O'Malley tomorrow against Stephen Shell at 7:05. We're on the air at 6:40 for the pregame show. Again today, Salt Lake 6, Iowa Cubs nothing. We do wish all the mothers a very happy Mother's Day. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until tomorrow, for Nate Toyd and for Steve Young, our producer-engineer, this is Dean Ellis saying thanks for listening and a pleasant good afternoon from Casey McGee's Wedding Place, Principal Park.
Thanks for joining us for the Extra Innings postgame show, featuring a recap of today's iCubs game and all the scores. To follow Iowa Cubs action all season long, stay tuned to Des Moines Sports Station, 1460 AM KXNO, radio home of the Iowa Cubs.